All right, hello guys. Welcome to another stream with your host, TheFlyingMoose, or Mustafa, if you're watching on Twitch. And welcome to you guys. We haven't done American Truck Simulator in a long time, and it was suggested the other day that I should, because there's some people that have it now that want to actually do it with me. So we'll see if they're actually here. But I loaded it up, it tested, it worked, so I think we can do it. So I'm going to launch it here. I just have to wait to launch it until I start all the stream stuff, because then I can't interact with any of that stuff because Truck Sim just completely steals my mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and launch into ATS multiplayer here. Yeah. Intro crap. Okay. That wallpaper though, yeah, no, you like that Delta 757 climbing out of Vegas? Actually, I've had that ever since going to Vegas. I've had it since before that, but I've had it on there as the background for a while. All right, so we're gonna log in here, and there's only one server now. It's all Europe for. I guess they closed the American server down, so it's just it is what it is. I've got my MP truck profile here, so we'll sign to that. I am using World of Trucks, so that way we can get contracts. And thanks, I appreciate it. You love the hat. I do too. It was a Christmas gift by my sister at my request, but yeah. So we are here at Fresno because, of course, after waiting so long, the game has moved us because of updates and for safety reasons, it puts you back in a safe location. Which the only safe location it ever has is is your home base, which in this case is Fresno. So, looking at the map, I'll just kind of, since it's been a while, we'll show you this here. No, stop doing that. I did not want to do. Forget which one I can use to move around. Right click, okay. So, American Truck Simulator at the moment consists of California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. Albuquerque. As you can see in the Truckers MP one, I haven't been to most of New Mexico yet. In the regular profile I have, I actually have been to most of these. There's a few I think I haven't been to. Look at that. So I notice Chris Hood is in here. There's Hobbs in American Truck Simulator, so we can actually potentially go to your hometown there. So that's two shout outs to Hobbs we've given in the last just week or so, because we had to circle over Hobbs for Friday Night Ops because Albuquerque Center was a little behind the eight ball. So um, let's see. I can't look exactly at who all's here because I can't scroll back up. I just realized because now my mouse is hidden. But if I remember correctly, I saw King Poet. I think was here first. I see Aviation Kid Jr. I saw Captain Tim. I saw Chris Hood. Um, I saw Parth. I see Parth still actually. I thought I saw somebody else too. If I'm missing you, please just comment in chat again, and I will gladly give you your shout out. Your much deserved shout out for being here. Again, it's a little different when I don't have control of my mouse. I literally can't go and interact with any of that stuff, so I'm kind of at the mercy of yeah. So anyway, Aviation Kid Jr. I just said your name, and now I said it again. So there you go. You got two shout outs. So look at that. Make sure you have subscribed. I hope you have, and if not, do that. If you have, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. All right, so I'm just kind of stalling here, so if anyone wants to join me, they have time to do so, but it's time to get down and dirty and actually do something. So let's look and see what we can haul in external contracts today out of Fresno, which it looks like that's oh yeah, showing us out of Fresno. Okay, good. So we got a few humongous hauls here. I tend to stay away from these only because, not that I can't handle them, but for me, my favorite part of American Truck Simulator is the backing the trailers in and getting them into spot. You can't back these guys in; they're just a pain in the butt. You basically have to always pull them forward. So I generally avoid these guys only because of that reason. They are kind of fun to try and maneuver around tight spaces, but that's not really what I enjoy. So I generally shy away from these again, not because I can't handle them, but just because they don't provide usually a very, they usually provide no challenge at the end because you're just pulling straight in, or they provide a near impossible challenge because you have to pull straight in but you can't, and then you can't back this thing in. You spend 60 minutes just trying to maneuver the trailer in every which way direction, hoping it takes it. So it's kind of dumb if you ask me in that sense, but whatever. Teach their own. So we got a reservoir tank. We've got the mobile barrier. We've got toys. Hey, could be for Toys R Us if they hadn't gone out of business. That's going to Roswell, New Mexico. That's a pretty long haul. Cheapers. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think about that one. Oops. Let's see here. If you guys have, as I'm reading through these, if you guys have any like, oh yeah, you should take that one, or you should do that route, go ahead and put it in here. I'm gonna kind of go slow through this since we got some time, and that way you guys can have some input. If you guys have something specific you'd like to see me go and do, then you can do that and participate in that way. So we got computers going to Santa Fe. That's another kind of long one. Doubles, again, these aren't as fun either because again, you don't ever really have to back them in because you really can't too much. You have to pull them straight in. What's going to Hobbs? As I'm looking here, I'm going to see if anything is going to Hobbs from Fresno. I don't know if anything will, but we'll see. We got a scraper going to Phoenix. We've got an excavator going to Nogales in Arizona. We got machine parts going to San Simon. I always want to say San Simeon here, but it's San Simon. San Simeon's over by Hearst Castle. Uh, machine part. Let's see here. What else we got? We've got frozen food going to Santa Fe. Scraper going to Winnemucca. That's just a fun one to say. Milling machine going to Yuma. Another milling machine going to Yuma. Used packaging going to Santa Fe. That's so exciting. Fresno to Gallup. Office supplies. Bulldozer to Kingman. Used packaging to Las Cruces. Used packaging to Albuquerque. Toys to Nogales. Wow, that is a tiny little trailer. Check that out. That's a tiny little guy. Not very many toys. There are not many children in Nogales, apparently. King Poe wants to do Fresno Visalia. Burr says use the excavator. Well, I can't use the excavator. I'm going to tow the excavator. I can't do anything with it, so let's not get any funny ideas. Fresno to Yuma. Household appliances. We got construction houses going to Elko. Nuts going to Flagstaff. Construction houses going to Yuma. Flour going to Eli. Or is that, sorry, Ely. I've pronounced this Eli forever, and it is incorrect. It's Ely. I always pronounce that Eli. Um, Fresno, beverages going to Reno. Empty pallets Winnemucca. Vegetables to Ehrenberg. Pallets to Yuma. Construction houses to Reno. Haven't seen anything to Hobbs yet. Milling machine to Oakland. All-terrain crane. That's a new one. To Oakland. Nuts, San Diego. Packaging food to Reno, bulldozer to Santa Cruz, construction house to San Rafael, home accessories to Los Angeles, car parts to Frisco, rice to Frisco, rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat, frozen vegetables to Santa Cruz, car parts to Oakland, pallets to Santa Maria. I don't think Visalia is on here, by the way. It's not. It's just Bakersfield. Let's see. Santa Maria, Santa Cruz, milling machine to Bakersfield, milling machine to Bakersfield. And scraper Bakersfield, dry fruits Bakersfield, frozen fruits Bakersfield, and then really boring, empty pallets from Fresno to Fresno, and empty pallets from Fresno to Fresno. So probably not gonna do those. Those are lame. So let's see. We had someone say use the excavator. Part says do the scraper. You meant tow the excavator. Okay, so let's look. What was the excavator? Was there more than one? First of all. Let's see here. I think that was over here somewhere. There's the excavator. That was to Nogales. Okay, let me just make sure there was only one excavator, first of all. I think there was. I think that was the only one I saw. That's a bulldozer. Yeah, that looks like it. I don't remember seeing one as we got further over here. Oops, too far. Okay. It was right there. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the excavator by popular demand. So Fresno to Nogales. So we're going to go down to the bottom there of Arizona. And let's see, it's 43,999 pounds. We'll call that 44,000 pounds, I think. I don't know why we're not rounding up to one more pound. I don't think that would make that much of a difference. All right, from Plaster and Sons to Coastline Mining. So let's go ahead and I guess that's begin delivery we do. Okay. I'm going to see if my controls are still working. I may have to mess with some settings here. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, so let's see what happens. Also don't know how much fuel I'm going to have. So, and I think there was an update where I can where those like airlines now connect. Maybe they just do it automatically. We'll have to watch for those because I'm curious about that. So let's see. Let's get in the truck here. I'm gonna have to first of all do that. All right, fired. Oh yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. Don't do that. All right, and there's where we're going. Okay. No. Parking brake off. There we go. And I need to. There we go. Need my other mirror. Since I don't have a track IR system, I need to be able to see. Fuel. Looks like we got 3/4 of tank on fuel, so we'll be good for a little while anyway. We don't need to fuel up yet. All right. I gotta remember to watch my rules. Gotta follow the lights. So by the way, that I can't see it now. Stupid trees are in the way. Let's see here. That building with the orange roof there in the background, that kind of tall-ish, kind of with a spire right there. That is actually in Fresno. That's the looks like the one landmark that actually exists here that they brought in. That's actually realistic. Um, is the old security bank building. It's been in downtown Fresno forever. It's part of our skyline. We don't have much of a skyline, but that's part of it. There's that, and then there's also a big square building that is. Trying to remember what that. That's the Dell Webb building. My dad and my brother, my sister, my mom actually would hike the stairs in the Dell Webb building. It's about 17 floors or so, up and down as we trained to do half dome a few years ago after my sister's double lung transplant. So good time spent in there because it's so much fun doing that. All the people would come out of the things into the stairway and go, "What are these weird people doing?" Roger, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while since anyone's seen Igor, actually. Oh, dagnabbit, stupid light. I hate how the yellow light just is like a split second. I guess in an accelerated world, what are you gonna do? My chair's rolling away on me. Good to see you guys here. If you're stopping by, or if you haven't been here in a while, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. We just got to affiliate status on Twitch, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, I can't activate affiliate status until I activate two-factor authentication. And whenever I try to click that button, it just takes me back to the Twitch homepage. So if anyone's on Twitch that's done the affiliate thing and knows what's going on, I would welcome your help at trying to figure that out, because I don't know why I can't do the two-factor authentication, or if there's some step I'm supposed to do that no one's telling me what it is. So, External 54, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And I guess we're turning here, huh? Oh yeah, there's Plaster and Sons. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not going forward, that's for sure. Not going forward. All right, so here's where we're picking up our excavator in Plaster and Sons. Go past Mr. Security Guard there. Check out what they're building down there. Looks like fun. And let's see, where's our excavator? There she blows, right next to that reservoir tank. So I'm going to go down here and we'll flip around so we can attach. Can I make it one swing? Maybe. Oh, yeah, I can. Look at that. What skill? All right. Throw it into reverse. And let's go get the sucker. So if I seem a little tired today, this is for those of you whoa, Hello. For those of you in Christian circles, you might understand what I'm talking about. For those of you not, you may have no clue what I'm talking about, and I'm happy to explain. But right now, our church is hosting our yearly VBS program, which stands for Vacation Bible School, and it's a great time. But it's just it means you expend a lot of energy working with the kids and doing that. So Demos Truckers, hello, sir. Nope, not that. Okay, where are you going, pal? Waiting for you to get out of the way so I can move it, move it. There we go. It's a cool truck, very patriotic. So anyway, so we're in the midst of that VBS program. So if I seem tired, it's because I've been dealing with a lot of the little kids at high energy for the last 3 days, and we got 2 days left. Oh, we got another guy coming in here. I'll just kind of keep him off to the side here so he can get in. There you go. I think this is a no collision zone anyway, but hey, why not be realistic? Because it's better that way. Alright, got ourselves a red. Captain Tim and Chris Hood, how's it going? How you doing? Have you downloaded the Truckers MP program? Okay. Yeah, you got to get that to do because the multiplayer isn't built into the game, so they use this program called Truckers MP. If you go to Truckers MP, I think it's just truckersmp.com or just Google Truckers MP, Mike Papa for multiplayer. Um, then you download that and it will interact with it. And basically, what you do is you don't boot up American Truck Simulator, you'll boot Truckers MP, and there's a button to launch ATS from the Truckers MP app, and it boots it for you with the settings you need. So try that. All right, turn in here. And I am on the wrong, because I suddenly cannot see. Why can't I see that anymore? There we go. Speed, that's what I want. I think that's what I want. Why can't I see my... Wait, why is it... No, that's speed. Oh, no, that is what I... Okay. I'm looking at my gears thinking that's my speed for some reason. Okay. King Poe, your church VBS just ended. Yeah, that's they do them at all different times. So we the one that I'm usually involved with usually happens in June, but we have two church campuses, and our church actually has a little bit. Well, we have some. Our air conditioners work a little bit better. It's a slightly newer facility in some ways, and then also the our VBS is in the morning versus the other church does theirs in the evening. So it used to be they do theirs in July, we do ours in June. We figured we should probably not do theirs in the middle of the hottest month ever when it's been hot all day. And since we're doing ours in the morning, we'll do that. So we swapped them. So they did their VBS back at the end of June, and now we're doing ours. And I say they, it's all one church. It's just the different location. But I'm not involved in the other one. I'm mainly involved in the one at the Maple campus. So I have all the VBS songs stuck in my head, of course, and I'm slipping slowly into madness. Yeah, yours in the evening too. Yeah, some do them in the evening. The one when they do them in the evening, at least at our church, they do a kind of like a little dinner kind of thing with it too, which is kind of cool for the kids. And it's a little. Oh, do you now? Um, nothing like people trying to be truckers. Okay. Um, it's kind of nicer too because it's a little bit of a lower income area too, so it's a nice service to the community to be able to kind of feed the kids and the families and stuff. So our Maple location is a little bit more middle class, so it's not as much of an issue. There are some people in the community that come that are of that persuasion, but not as many. That's just the nature of the demographics. All right, we're going to get on the freeway here, and then we're going to be heading to Nogales. On the road again. King Poet, what was your theme? Because I know a lot of churches end up using the same ones because there's a couple companies that put out, and so a lot of churches end up just going with those, groups, and so unless they're making their own, whether you're Lifeway or whatever the other brands are, but so ours is Lifeway, and so ours this year was called Game On. Yeah, I'm not hearing you, Chris, so I'm guessing your headset is not working if you're trying to use it. Make sure your mute switch isn't on, or maybe just try it plugging and unplugging, or unplugging and replugging, rather, your headset and your computer and see if that does it. Sometimes if you boot up TeamSpeak before you have that thing plugged in, it may not work correctly. So, hey, there you are. Yep, I got you. 5x5. Yeah. How's the heat treating you? Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been between 103 and 107 here. Of course, now California's on fire, and so we're getting all the smoke overhead. So it's kind of like this hazy, cloudy, but it's not really clouds. It's smoke, which is really nice. Great for the lungs. Oh yeah, just because of the heat or multiple other things. Oh. Oh, okay. That's a good time to start when it's going to be 111 that day. Oh goodness. Woo. It's a long day. Oh, gotcha. No, David, I'm not yet partaking in a convoy. There's just me right now, and I know you're just wanting to blast. This is my roommate, by the way. He's on the other side of the wall. He just wants to blast that stupid convoy song. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead. Oh, good grief. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. AJ Stellar, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't know what you mean by do we post to hear your friend. I'm not sure. Not sure what that means. So if you can clarify, I'll be happy to answer your question, but I don't know what you mean. Yes, but yes, and you can turn that off for the less skilled. But yeah, I have mine on because I want it to be as, close to realistic as I can get it within reason. For instance, I don't have an actual gear shift, because I have to buy that. So I have it set to just a sequential automatic essentially. So I still have to shift the gears, but it's just sequential. There's not a clutch or anything I'm dealing with. So there's that. But yeah, if I don't line it up, then it'll just bump into the trailer and I got to do it again and try it. But I can hear it when the kingpin drops. You can hear the click, so you know when you caught it. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's how. You can't hear him. You mean you can't hear like I'm talking to Chris right now back and forth. You can't hear Chris? Is that what you're saying? If that's the case, I need to fix that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's. Can you guys hear anything? Like, can you hear the game? Let me know in chat if you guys can hear or if you may have to just turn the game up for a second if you're not listening to that because of the audio delay. But let me know if you can't hear the engine sounds in the game because I'm looking at audio stuff right now and I'm not 100% sure that I'm getting anything. Okay, yes, you are hearing the game, but are you hearing Chris or are you talking about something else? We can't hear the game. Oh dear goodness. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I don't care right now because I don't recognize the number and it's after hours. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a place to pause. I can't pause in Truckers MP, so get turn off, stupid thing. I can't pause in Truckers MP, so I got to find a legitimate place to pull off to the side here, so lest I get banned by a moderator. So stand by, and then I will fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Haven't played this in a long time, so something clearly is not set up quite right, and we will get it fixed. Papachengo, we are heading to Nogales. In fact, this is the base of the Grapevine right here from the Central Valley. We're about to head over to Southern California. We got an excavator we're towing from Fresno, California, which is where I live and where my base is in the game. And heading up to heading down rather to Nogales, Arizona. You hear a phone? Yeah, that was my phone going off in the background. Some knucklehead calling me after hours. I don't know who that is. I don't really care. They can leave a message. I'll get it tomorrow. I know it wasn't you, David. I would have seen your name. I'm trying to remember if there's a place to park up here, like a rest stop kind of thing, or if I have to go all the way across. Let's see. We shall find out in a second. Sorry, what was that, Chris? Uh, put. It's a freeway, so potentially, yeah, but I'd rather not risk doing something like that. I'm gonna find out because I think sometimes if you stop too long in a non-stopping zone, MP starts to kick you or something. So I just don't want to. I just don't want to risk it. You're heading to Phoenix, all right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, saying hello. Hit that follow button if you don't mind. All right, coming down the other side of the grapevine. You can't hear Chris or game. Okay, that's good. So we can't hear TeamSpeak or. I'm surprised you can't hear TeamSpeak because that shouldn't have changed. The issue is I'm using. I don't think when I used Truck Simulator last time. I'm not going to turn here because I don't think that's just going to take me a different way. It's not really a place to pull off. What I need is like a gas station or something. Think the last time I played this game was when I wasn't using the Streamlabs OBS. It was just the regular OBS, and so all my settings kind of changed up. That's why I don't have the the TruckingMoose start logos because they're all on the own program, and I realized that as I started and went, oh well. So there's a gas station there. Okay, so we're gonna pull off here, and we're going to see if we can't sort this out. Yeah, thanks guys for letting me know, because I can't, obviously, I mean, I hear everything, but that just means I hear it. Doesn't mean anybody else does. So yeah, please always feel free to let me know if something's amiss or not right, so I can fix it at the earliest possible convenience, because obviously the whole point of live streaming is so you guys can enjoy it too. I hate to do all this and you guys going, well, we couldn't hear a bloody thing. Oh, well, that doesn't do any good. That's no good. Can't steal from the fairly well off and give to the moderately impoverished. Mess up my myth. Sorry, I'm quoting a comedian about Robin Hood. All right, we'll pull into this little motel thing here. This motel thing. Woof. Should probably downshift a little bit here. Nope, that's the wrong button. Come on, come on. Hi ho. Hey, I subbed, but it wasn't showing. It isn't showing. It should. It usually takes a second or two for it to show. I mean, there's a delay from where you sub to when it actually shows up. So, all right, let me see if I can figure this out here. Why don't I have audio? Okay, there's the mic. There's the headset capture. Chris, can you go ahead and talk for a second? Okay, headset capture is showing here. So I don't know why you couldn't hear Chris. I understand that. I see that I'm not capturing desktop audio or game audio, so that does make sense. We probably have to set this as game capture. So let me go to the editor here. And we also, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we also need to get rid of this nonsense. How you doing, Crypto? Wonderful. Good to see you. Let's see here. Sources. Let's see. Game capture. Add source. Done. Okay. Where to put that? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Let me see if that changes anything. Also, by the way, if you sub Josh and you didn't have your sub set to public, then it won't show up. Let me know when it comes back into the game here if you see if you hear the truck rumble sounds at this point. David, to answer your question, I believe it's Norman. Can't see a moose. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'll fix that in a second. Let's worry about if the truck sounds work. Do you hear truck sounds? I'll fix it's just on the top layer, so it's covering everything up. That I can fix. Oh, we're dropping frames now, too. What's up with that? Actually, I think I know why. Make it. Okay. All right, that should help to drop frames. And stop the buffering. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it was buffering, and I fixed that. Okay. So, okay, so that clearly wasn't the problem, though, with that. Yeah, if it's going into the headset, I don't understand why. Let me see what the settings are here. Properties, no, that's just that. How do I? Oh, let's see. Headset capture. Monitor off. Yeah, because I don't want to monitor it. Huh. Well, what's interesting here is I don't see this game capture. Did I start this? Oh, I bet I know what's going on. Shoot. All right, guys, I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna kill the stream just for a moment, and then I'm gonna bring it right back. So it'll cut for a second, and I'm just gonna restart Streamlabs. I think I know what's going on. So bear with me one moment. But I think I know the problem. Let's do that. Let's cut that. There's me again. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the stream. I'll be right. Okay, we should be back, and it should come up for you guys in a second. Let me know if you can hear. I'm guessing you'll be able to hear the truck in the background and me. So let me know. Yeah, be quiet. And once I know that, then I'll get it back over to the thing here. Actually, I'll do that right now. Think you hear the truck? Okay, yep, that did the trick then. I know what happened, so I'll explain. Sweet. Oops, no, not that. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. Yep, and yep. Sweet. Oh, hey, flying squirrel. Nice. Welcome back. Moose and squirrel reunited again. Love it. All right, we'll get moving again. So what happened is I started Streamlabs, and I didn't think about the fact that I'd done that, and I had my desktop audio sent to my speakers. And after Streamlabs was started, but not before the truck simulator was started, I switched it to default to the headset. But because Streamlabs was already running, it wasn't thinking, it was looking for the desktop audio. And since everything was defaulting to the headphones, it was seeing desktop audio as nothing. And so obviously that was a bit of a problem. So we came from over here, yes.
You have the same kind of truck I do.
Oh yeah? Got a
yes.
Kenworth?
Yep.
Nice.
Except the dash is different.
Yeah.
And I don't have the nose side mirrors. My side mirrors are there underneath the window, or left or right side mirrors.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, no, you hear TeamSpeak. Okay, good. So yeah, if you don't hear TeamSpeak,
oh, you do have the same nose.
Oh, I do. Okay.
I just don't have the ones that you have on the nose.
I see. I got you.
They would be handy.
Gotcha. Yeah, you should. There should be no reason you don't hear TeamSpeak now. That shouldn't be an issue. So, especially if King Poet can hear it, then I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to hear TeamSpeak. Okay, now we're moving again. All right, sorry about that, guys. Little. Yep, we're on Truckers MP Flying Squirrel, as evidenced by the traffic driving by us and the blue dots on the GPS there. So if you want to come join me, can you bring the volume up? I can. Give me a moment. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. While I'm waiting to do that, because I don't want to. Whoops. I don't want to keep going here. I don't want to bring up the wrong thing after all this time. Are you wanting me to bring up the volume of the truck specifically, or all the volume, including my voice, or TeamSpeak volume? What are you wanting volume up on? So I can accommodate correctly. Because that would help me know. It would help me know.
You have cruise control on that sucker?
I do.
So how do you shift if you don't have the shifter in there?
So I
It's an
have.
automatic truck.
It is an automatic, but I set it up so it wouldn't be just straight automatic. So I have to do something because then it's a little bit more no fun.
¿No le dijo nada el que lo había hecho pegar?
That's helpful. I don't understand you, sir. Um, I have a little. Actually, it's the spoiler arm and spoilers activate button
¿Cómo,
on my
cómo?
yoke. I have it. It's an up-down
No le
toggle
dijo
switch,
nada al que le
and so
había hecho pegar.
I have it set up to shift sequentially. So
No.
it's like having an automatic car and putting it in sport mode or manual mode in that sense. And so you've got to shift it up or down, but you're not doing a clutch. It's still shifting automatically, but only when you tell it, kind of thing. So in other words, it's in 11 right now. If I mash the throttle down, the RPMs is going to go up and then stall out because it's waiting for a shift that's not coming until I hit the shift right there. So I still have to do something.
Have
but
to anticipate.
yeah, you got to anticipate a little bit, and so it's just one more. It adds a little bit of extra step without having the actual shifter and the clutch, which obviously that would be cool to have, but since
What about when you get ready to make a corner? Have to anticipate.
yeah, and you got to downshift. Yeah, you got to downshift with it so the RPMs don't go through the roof because you're letting it go down. And so yeah, so you have to do a little bit that way. There's 3 levels of complexity you can do. You can do straight automatic, which it'll do. It's just like driving an automatic car, and it'll shift everything for you. You can do sequential automatic, which is what I'm doing, which is kind of the go-between, and then you can do a fully manual, which if you're going to do that, though, you have to have a shifter and a clutch. And you can get...
Have Jake brakes on it?
I do. Let's see if I can remember which one does the Jake brake. I think it's this guy. There it is.
Well, I'm just curious if you had them. I know.
Yeah, I do have them.
I've never really seen.
Okay, you want to turn the truck up. Okay, so we're going to have to stop to get fuel in a little bit. So when I stop to do that, I will see about turning the truck up. Thank you, AJ. I'll try to get some more volume on that. It's always a balance because you want to make sure the truck's not so loud that you can't hear me. And at the same time, you want to get some experience of the truck. So it's always fun trying to find that balance, strike that balance. But Sean McConnell, how's it going, man? Oh, I heard you very, very faintly, but you're very, very quiet. Hard to hear. Still very hard to hear. It's kind of more staticky. I want to be over here.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, there we go. Yep, gotcha. 5x5 now. Flying Squirrel, did you... we're not on Raptors TeamSpeak anymore. We're on West Wind's TeamSpeak. So make sure you type in ! TeamSpeak into chat and get the new links. And there shouldn't be any password restrictions like there was with Raptor. It should be a lot simpler. So feel free to... Did you bookmark the Westwind one or the Raptor one? Because, like I said, we're not using Raptors anymore. That was just a few weeks ago we switched. The truck I'm driving is Igor. It's the it's what I call my truck. If you've ever seen Young Frankenstein, that's an inside joke. But it is a Kenworth. That guy right there. And I've got a turn coming up, so I'm going to jump back in here before I run off the road. Because that would be bad. Yeah, actually, my truck is called Igor. In the game, my Ford Fusion, which I bought last July, is called Frodrick, which is the other side of that conversation in Young Frankenstein, where Gene Wilder asks, or basically corrects Igor, or Igor, however you want to call him, saying his name is Frankenstein. And so Igor responds, says, well, do you also say Frodrick? Says, no, Frederick Frankenstein. He says, oh, okay. And then they walk away. He goes, come along, Igor. He says, oh, no, it's Igor. So. Hey, the Stig, how's it going? Parth, TeamSpeak is free for you. You don't need the server, you just need the client. So to connect TeamSpeak, feel free to download the client. The client is free. The only thing that costs about TeamSpeak if you're going to host a server, but Westwind is doing that, so you don't have to worry about that cost. Yeah, TeamSpeak to join the TeamSpeak is absolutely free. The software that you need to do it is absolutely free. Hey, Flying Squirrel, you made it.
Yay! Yeah, where are you guys at? I'll join you.
All right. Well, I'm currently on the 10, just left Los Angeles.
Okay, I have a garage in Los Angeles, so that works out.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now, Sean. And then someone was trying to talk at the same time as Sean. Who was that?
I said, don't forget about the funny part of that movie.
The whole...
You got me an abnormal brain.
An Abby normal?
Oh, God.
That whole movie is great. I love that movie.
Which movie is that?
Young Frankenstein. It's a Mel Brooks movie.
He always cut you off like that?
Sometimes. Again, it comes in as a multiplayer, people doing weird things. They've got rules set up in the multiplayer game to try and keep people from doing stupid things, but people still end up doing some stupid things sometimes. It's not as bad as it could be, but because if you like deliberately go and cause accidents and ram into people, they'll ban you from the server. So
I got tired of putting up with it.
yeah, it can be. You still get people that are just jerks and do stupid things. And my name is Toby. That's isn't that Roots or something like that? Kunta Kinte. Your name is Toby. Oh, are you saying you're? Oh, you're saying you're. I got you. Okay, now I got you, AJ Stellar. Your actual name is Toby. You're 13. You're Toby. Never mind. I'm going off on my own little tangent. Denise Curtis, how you doing?
So on Steam, do you buy the Enchanted bundle or do you just buy Truck Simulator?
The Enchanted bundle. Well, so I don't know what the Enchanted bundle is, but I'm assuming that comes with the New Mexico map because the Land of Enchantment, I think, is one of their things. So right now I have all the base program originally, and I don't know if it still is like that, but well, no, I guess it would come with the other ones now because they added those for free. New Mexico is the first state to be added that you had to pay for the DLC. I believe Arizona and Nevada were added for free. So if you don't buy the Enchantment bundle, you're going to get American Truck Simulator with only California, Nevada, and Arizona, I believe, and not New Mexico.
Correct.
So if you do the Enchanted bundle, which most people at this point that are playing American Truck Simulator I think have in New Mexico, which as I do as well, you might as well buy it with the Enchantment thing, so you get New Mexico as well. My name is Are You Ready?
I have a couple updates in my Steam I have to go through, but I'll be there soon.
Okay. Moose, where do you get the client? You gotta go just Google TeamSpeak, and Google TeamSpeak, and just download the client. Again, if it's starting to ask you to pay for something, you're probably looking at the server. Don't do that. You just want the client. TeamSpeak 3 client. And download it for whatever version of Windows or Mac you're using, and then follow the instructions on the !TeamSpeak link in chat. This is the disadvantage of flying the truck with the yoke instead of driving it with a wheel. I would love to try a wheel sometime, but I don't want to shell out the money for it unless I know it's really going to be worth it. So I need to go find a friend that has one and go play it at their house and see what it's like.
Just noticed
What
you
I
do.
do is I use the Xbox 360 controller for my driving games and joystick for all my flight sims.
Gotcha. Do I need a headset? You need a mic. So a headset helps, clearly, because the whole point of TeamSpeak is it's a voice communication. So if you don't have a microphone of some kind, then there's really no point in doing TeamSpeak, because that's the whole idea of that. So all I've seen is B and Y, King Poet. I don't think your name is Bi. I mean, it could be, I guess, but it's weird. So, but yeah, it helps to have a headset or at least like a physical mic. You can use a mic built into your laptop or whatever it is, but again, you're going to want to make sure you set up a key somewhere as what's called push to talk, so that way it's not just hot all the time. Mine is hot all the time because I'm streaming, so I'm the exception. But anyone that's watching someone else's stream needs to be on push to talk, so that way we're not hearing your background noise all the time. We're not hearing every time you decide to make a comment, or even, you know, not to us, but just to somebody else. We're not having to hear all that, because ultimately I'm the one on the air, not you. So as they say, the crown takes precedence, and in this case, I am the crown. Which is a fantastic show on Netflix, by the way. You should watch it.
Hey, move.
Yeah.
At the DOT checkpoint a while back. Go through those.
I don't think I passed the DOT checkpoint, or at least not an active one. When I pass an active one, I've got that little blue guy on the dash that you may be kind of hard to see. That's one of those little digital deals that'll pick that up, and it'll beep at me a green light or a red light, depending on if I have to pull in or not, if I get the bypass or not. And if I if I do get the red light, meaning I have to pull in, and I don't, I believe I get ticketed for that. So.
Oh yeah, you will. I just noticed that.
I don't know if that's active in MP though. Now that I think about it, so it may be why it didn't go off. I may have actually passed a way station and it didn't go off because it's Trucker's MP. That may not be active in that. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if that still works in that. Josh, if you subbed and it's not shown up yet, it's probably because your subs are set to private. And so you have to go into your settings in YouTube and basically say, yeah, make my subscriptions public, or uncheck the make them private. It's somewhere in your settings somewhere. I haven't done it in a long time, so I couldn't tell you exactly where. But yeah, if you have that set like that, then it won't show. The sub still takes effect, but it won't show. AKA Alpha LT, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And Southwest 8080, always good to see you, sir. Welcome. Trucking over to Nogales with an excavator, and I'm going to pull off here to get fuel and also see if I can turn up the truck sounds, because there was a request to do that. So stand by for that. Downshift a little bit here as we go up the ramp, and basically entering Arizona at this point. This is the border town, which is funny. It's Ehrenberg. It's actually, in real life, this would be Blythe, and we'd be on just the California side. Or if you kept going on the 10, a little further in would be Quartzsite, but that's not right on the border. All right. King Poet's spelling out his name. So I'm going to take a stab now and say your name is Brian, King Poet. It's Brian with a Y. Or Bryce, I guess that would be a possibility as well. All right.
So where are you heading, Mike?
Nogales, Arizona.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I'll get myself over there somehow. I just might be a little behind you.
That's fine. That's fine. Once we get there, we'll be making another delivery anyway, so. What just happened? Get away. Okay. So we're gonna parking brake and.
Yeah. My closest garage to Arizona would be in LA, so still quite a drive.
Yeah. Close. Okay, so it's not Bryce or Brian. What else starts with B-R-Y? Bryant, I guess that would be the other one. Byron? Oh! Oh, B-Y. Okay, B-Y. Oh, good grief. Byron. Byron, gotcha. That makes sense. I flipped him in my head. Flipped him in my head. Little dyslexic moment. All right. We got fuel, and so I'm going to pull forward here just so we're not blocking the fuel lane, and then we'll see about the truck sounds. So build me for the gas. I think all I need to do is turn up desktop audio, so I'm going to do that. Let's go over here. What is it set to now? Negative 14. I kind of need to make a note of that because that's what I want it for. Get off there. For flight sim, so stand by. I'm going to take a picture of it just so I don't forget what it is now. Come on, stupid phone. Wake up.
You can do it, phone.
I know, right? Whenever you need something like now, that's when the phone decides to be slow. Okay, got it. All right. All right, so we're going to turn this up a little bit. We'll go up to 10 or so. We'll see how that does. All right, guys, let me know if that is better, if that's too loud, if that's not quite loud enough. I'm just going to pan around this thing for a little bit to give you guys a chance. What are you taking? Oh, excavator, as you can now see. Sorry, I was realized we were in the truck for a while there, but yeah, this excavator.
So,
Now Moose knows the kid's name that lives 45 minutes away from him. This is a special moment. Yeah, exactly. Now I can find you. Yep. That's true.
I can... Alright. So where do you say you're going? I'm a terrible listener, I'm sorry.
I can tell. We're going to Nogales. Down the bottom of the map of Arizona.
Okay, and you're in...
No, I'm right now.
Yeah, you said you were in Edinburgh or something like that?
Ehrenberg, yeah.
Yeah, I never know how to pronounce that.
What was fun was listening to Raptor try and pronounce the one in Northern California. Oh, shoot. I gotta look at what it was now. Because he could never get it right, and no one was on there. Oh, Ukiah. He was calling it Ukiah and whatever, but it's Ukiah. U-K-I-A-H. People that, live in Minnesota trying to figure out how to pronounce words in California.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yep.
No.
You do see how it is. Are you living in America? You live in Minnesota?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not hearing anyone complaining about the sound, so I think we're okay. So I'm going to keep on trucking now. As far as where it is in settings, hey now. As far as where it is in settings, Josh, I don't remember exactly. I just know it is there somewhere. You might just search on Google for how to turn on subscription notifications or how to make subscriptions public. Because, like I said, it's been so long since I've done it, I really couldn't tell you. And they change stuff around every so often, too. So even if it is where it was when I did it, it may not be there anymore. Is this the truck version of VATSIM? It absolutely is. Absolutely is the VATSIM version of trucks. This is VAT truck. And depending on how people sound on the on their CB radio, it actually can sound that bad too sometimes. Especially if they're not speaking English. Like the one guy when we were over in LA area. Alright, this guy's got a giant, looks like transformer or something on the back of his truck, so I'm going to give him some space here.
Actually talk on the radio, or the...
On the CB?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'm trying to remember at this exact moment what that key command is, because it's been a while.
I believe it's V, Victor.
Oh, I think you're right. So let's see if anyone hears me. This is the Flying Moose. Anyone got a copy? What happened to my truck? There we go. Well, maybe not. Thought it was V. Oh, you know what? I think it's X, actually. This is the Flying Moose. Anyone got a copy? There it is. Just testing CB. Good to hear you. Keep on trucking.
So was it X-ray?
It is an X-ray, yeah.
Alright, Moose. Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
My closest garage is in LA, like I said. And I was thinking, okay, I'll just buy a car in Phoenix and meet up with you. And apparently I don't have any garage space left to put my current truck.
Well, just get in your LA garage and start going. We're just entering Arizona, and we'll take a while figuring out what we're going to load up in Arizona anyway when we get there. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll just go without a trailer. You know, just book it.
Yeah, hammer down. What's that from Smokey and the Bandit? Just turn on eastbound and down and start booking it.
Hey, I'm going eastbound too.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, Moose, if you actually accidentally don't go through the DOT exit point, will pull you over or what?
They don't pull you over. They ticket you. So you like get this you hear the sirens kind of going boo, 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 and you get a chunk of change eliminated from your bank account. Same thing happens if you're speeding and you go past the cop on the side of the road. It'll happen too. And I believe they are active in Truckers MP. When I drove past that last inspection point, I actually got the green light on my alerter. So I'm assuming
Go pass.
They do work. The green light means the go pass, yeah. So the green light means I'm good to just keep on going. I got the bypass. If I get the red, then it's you gotta pull in. These guys are slow. Oh, I'm doing 50.
Now, does that come with the truck, or is that like a little add-on that you had to get?
No, that comes. Well, it comes with the game. You have to put it in the truck. So when you buy your truck, I don't think you can get it when you if you're doing Truckers MP, it's a whole different thing. But if you're playing like a career mode in the regular game, at first you're basically using rental trucks. You're using company provided trucks until you save up enough to buy your own truck. And once you do that, you can customize your truck, like putting mirrors basically in certain places. Oh, hey, there we go. Josh, thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard. Join the Moose Crew. All right. So you can add various little things like different mirror locations, like those nose mirrors on the front of the truck there are an addition. The paint job on the truck is a custom. It's all stuff that I paid for to have added. And putting that little go pass on there was an addition too. When I added it, I didn't know what it was, but I just saw everyone else doing it, so I did it too, and then it was later I realized what it was doing.
So those trucks that you just passed, they're kind of like on the VATSIM network, right?
Yeah, they're all real people. Because there's nothing in here, in Truckers MP, there's nothing in the game that's computer generated. It's all real people. Hello, ATS. Please respect the rule. Yes, thank you.
I saw that too. I was like, what did I do?
I know, I was like, I think that's for everybody. Oh, and there's it in Spanish now too. Hola, por favor, respecta nuestras regalas. Okay. Should probably stop trying to read that. Going all over the road. Yeah, good job, Josh. You found it. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you in the Moose Crew.
What was that? I missed it. What were we talking about just?
Oh, there was a little announcement down at the bottom. A moderator came online and was making a global announcement of people to make sure they respect the rules of Truckers MP. And it freaked out a couple of us thinking it was directed specifically at us, but when we realized it was a global announcement, so everyone, so. It was not directed at anyone specifically. So that was good.
Or maybe it was hinted at somebody.
Yeah, it could be too. It's kind of some passive-aggressive rule enforcement. Everyone, pay attention to the rules. I'm looking at you, Victor.
Notice you're in a 75 zone. Can your truck get up to the?
Yeah, it'll go a lot faster. Yeah, technically I think I'm allowed to go 75. Yeah, well actually I know I am because I'm in Arizona. I generally stick to around 55-ish, unless I'm in a bleeding hurry. But in this case, I'm kind of keeping it a little slower to let Flying Squirrel try and catch up. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to get out of LA. That's one thing.
That's true.
Like in real life too. I'm originally from that area.
Where are you from now?
Well, yeah, I live in Minnesota, but I was born in SoCal.
I didn't realize when I made a dig at the Minnesotans that I was actually. That was totally unintentional. But now I'm kind of glad I did. So.
Why can't? Oh, my joystick's being stupid. I gotta pull off here and fix it.
You're on I-40, right?
No, this is 10.
Oh, okay, my bust.
Interstate 10. Hey Jay, you live in Arizona, all right. What part of Arizona? Oh, I think you said you're from Phoenix, huh?
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
What are you, in the military? Left,
oh, no,
left, left, right.
Every now and then the joystick will catch and get stuck going left.
Oh, that can be fun.
And it's not good. Let's just say that.
I would imagine not. Yep.
So I was just pushing it back and forth, being like, all right.
Yeah, my yoke likes to drift to the left, like to think it's like being held to the left slightly. And if you knock on the top of it, like you're knocking on someone's door, it like resets and like freaks it out. It goes, oh, okay, I'm better now. So every once in a while, every once in a while you might hear me knock on something, and it's I'm not knocking on wood. I'm actually just trying to reset my yoke.
I turned up my dead zone as far up as I could while still being able to use it. So.
Oh, there you go.
That should fix the problem, hopefully.
Hopefully help at least.
Game simulate weather conditions too.
Yeah, it'll do, and it's random. I don't think it's not pulling anything in realistic. It's just randomly. So it'll do rain. It's kind of like stormy, clear, or cloudy. I don't know. I mean, it's all southwest right now, so I don't think it does anything with snow at the moment.
No, it doesn't do any snow, not even in ETS.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Now there is I think there's a winter mod you can get. It won't. I don't think it will snow, but you can get snow on the ground. I think I did that for ETS at one point, or I saw it somewhere, or maybe it was in their Scandinavian package. I don't remember, but I saw snow somewhere. But it wasn't like snowing snow. It was just like, winter snow on the ground kind of deal. This is not where I want to go. This is where I want to go.
No one's coming? Okay, I'm just going to cut this light here.
Look out, Flying Squirrel's disobeying the rules!
I'll obey the rules when I'm with you. I'm just trying to get over there.
Moderator! Moderator!
I'm trying to get out of LA. That's my first priority.
Little Johnny took a cookie he wasn't supposed to.
Good luck on that.
Hello. Yeah, good luck on that. You don't live in SoCal. You live in Visalia, King Poet. I know that. Kelly going into 3 states. Oh yeah, no. Actually, they got pulled from the ballot. They some kind of Sacramento jiu-jitsu, and they were able to get it pulled from the ballot in November. Not that I think it's a good idea anyway. I think it's a stupid idea, and I don't think California voters have the authority to do it, because you're going to have to get permission from the federal government. Otherwise, it's basically the same as secession, and we all know how that went over the last time it was tried. Little thing called the Civil War. So.
Well, actually, it's not secession there, Moose.
Well, it's not.
They're not
but
seceding from the Union. They're just in the state. It's like West Virginia and Virginia.
This is true, but you basically have to pull California itself as a state first, and then reapply each of those states to the Union. So in that sense, that's my point.
I see both sides on that.
I understand why certain people in California want to do it because they look at it as a good way to hit the reset button on California. Problem is, we're going to lose all our political prowess because we're going to drop. I mean, you cut off California into 3 separate states, and you lose your political representation big time based on numbers and population. We lose our electoral prominence. There's a lot of consequences that I don't think people have thought through. There's as screwed up as California's government is, and backward as some of our politics are, there still are some serious advantage. We get some serious advantages on the other side because we got 54 electoral votes, or 55, whatever it is now. 55 electoral votes, and the amount of congressional representation. The California caucus is huge in the House of Representatives. So
what are you talking about, Moose?
I'm talking politics. And
I know, but you would have the same number of senators. You'd have 6 senators now from that area instead of 2.
Right, but we're all different states now, so it doesn't matter. They're all looking out for their own interests. So we've got 2 senators from Northern California, or whatever they're going to be, which Central California is not going to care about, or Southern California, whatever the breakup is. It's all different states. It's like saying, well, West Virginia benefits because of what Virginia does. Not really. It's a separate state now. If they were a state, as one state, they'd have a little bit more political prowess and maybe able to get a little bit more benefit.
Actually, you're not the first to try that lately. The UP of Michigan and Upper Wisconsin wanted to split off and become the state of Superior.
Isn't that very superior of them?
Didn't work.
Yeah. I don't think... I mean, even if this made it to the ballot, I don't think it was going to get voted in anyway. It's such a radical proposal that I don't think most of California would go along with it anyway. Now, if you could somehow convince is the wrong word in this day and age. If you could somehow dupe most of Californians to voting for it, then, which I could see that happening if you played your ad campaigning right, but I don't see it happening anyway. And then even if it was voted for, I'd be hard pressed to see the other powers that be that would need to signing off. So
yeah, okay, now explain the Brexit to me.
Yeah,
I'm booking it down Interstate 10 at 75 miles per hour. I'm on my way.
All right. Flying squirrel is flying.
I can get it. Like, I have a really good engine in this. I can get it this fast with, like, a heavy load, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can get up... Well, I mean, if I'm not hauling, like, heavy haul, I can still get up to 75 in this thing. I've got this thing... I did realize I thought I had it maxed out, but there is another slightly bigger engine I could put in this thing. But it's still pretty up there with a pretty good transmission.
Pratt and Whitney?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I just kept going, and then I hit C, and my speedometer maxes out at 80, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
Well, don't hit 88, or we all know what happens.
Oh, I'm going 81. Oh,
okay,
well,
got
that's kind of sad.
7 miles an hour before you go back in time.
Oh, dang. Forgot about that.
Apparently it's movie reference night here on
That's right. This baby hits 88 miles an hour.
Alright, 460 miles divided by 80. Anyone good at math?
No.
Anyone in the chat good at math?
Go up to 80 miles an hour.
What, 5.5 hours I'm out.
Yeah, game hours. That means virtually nothing to me.
Yeah, I know. But well, like you can check how far out from your destination, and like you.
That's true. Oh, that's true.
You see what I'm trying to do?
I see what you're trying to do now. Okay. Let me. So I am 1 hour and 4 minutes out from my destination.
Dang. My ETA is dropping down the floor though. It's crazy. Like it's saying 115. Now it's saying 114. Now it's at 113. Just the game can't handle the fact that you're speeding, and it doesn't take it into account.
Nope. Like, what is happening? Alright, we gotta go off this way to Nogales. Whoa. Oh, there's a triangle there for some reason.
So are you taking Interstate 10 down to I-19?
Yep, and if I just got on 19.
Oh, man, yeah, you are way ahead of me.
A little bit.
I think I have my thing set for Tucson, actually. I should probably check that.
You should probably change that, because you're not going to want to go to Tucson. Briangren, how's it going? And King Poet, I don't know how you tow anyone with your Mach 10. I don't think that's something... Mach 10 is not something you really possess. It's something you do. Or a speed at which you go. I've got a box of Mach 10 over here. Of course, unless you're talking about like razors from Gillette, then in that case, there's probably a Mach 10 version or something.
Hey, Moose, I'm not seeing any Friday Night Op. Got a line on that?
Yes, I did look at what was it? Oh, it's
ThatUSA.net.
I think it was. Oh no, wait, no, it wasn't that. What did I see? I thought
Memphis is this Friday.
Memphis,
I know,
that's what it was.
I'm working that.
Yeah, Memphis. I was looking at Saturday and it was an AirVenture thing, and then I realized I was looking at Saturday and I went, oh yeah, but yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's not showing up Vatastic.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, Vatastic doesn't always have it. I always go to VatUSA to look because Vatastic's event postings are unreliable at best. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. I'm not sure.
I've seen events that happened the same day last year posted.
Oh, yeah. It's always helpful. Okay, Keepot, I understand now.
You flying then Friday night?
Yeah. That is the plan.
Copy that.
I'm scheduled to work ground, but we'll see.
Are you, you work for Memphis, ARTCC?
No, but they can't, Memphis is so small that they can't staff it up, and they asked Fort Worth to help them.
Oh, well, Fort Worth should have helped Albuquerque last week.
Yeah, we were watching it. We were like, ooh, that doesn't look good. The problem was their center split.
Yeah. But... Well, and it's a weird split. It's a north-south split instead of a east-west, and so, at least according to
the problem with their east-west split was that the east-west split would have included both Albuquerque and Phoenix in the same split.
Right. And that's what was happening anyway, basically, and so the guy was getting slammed. And what the heck? Oh, I'm still too high gear. That's why I can't go anywhere.
Okay, so I accidentally ran off the road, and I was in between the two roads and the barriers.
Uh-oh.
And I drove like a good 20 miles in between the barriers. I was like, oh, let's hope there's not a bridge.
Yeah, right? And down we go.
What are you doing?
I'm going off to make my delivery here in the the hinterlands of Nogales.
I've been there.
Oh yeah?
There's only so much turquoise one can have. It's a big artist colony down there.
Oh really? Yeah, I've never been to Nogales. The only place I've been in Arizona is Phoenix. Well, no, I've been to Phoenix and Sedona, the Red Rocks area, which that's a pretty cool area.
Yeah. I had an uncle that lived down there. We went over to Pima County and the Air Museum and stuff like that. But then his wife wanted to go to Nogales.
Gotcha. Go get some turquoise.
Yeah, there's 6 hours I'll never get back in my life.
Alright, we're going to pull in here and find out where I'm delivering this excavator.
Once you find out, next time I stop, I'll throw that into my destination, if you want to just stick there.
Okay.
Like, I have just some random place down there in it. But
well, I'm over here. Yeah, I'm over here at like Coastline Mining, so maybe I'll intentionally take something that's in the town. So I've got to drive back over to the town anyway, and that'll help burn some time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it looks like.
What'd you say, Chris?
Well, I'm seeing a sign for the border town now, so I'm probably getting close.
Oh, Ehrenberg?
Yeah, that's what. I don't try to pronounce it.
I've noticed. Alright, let's back this up here.
I'm excited to see your truck, man. Like, I have a pretty nice truck. We're gonna have to compare.
Yeah. What kind of truck are you driving? Brand?
It's a Peterbilt. Peterbilt. I said Peterworth. I was like, that's not right.
It's PETA. It's about hugging animals and you know. Oh, okay.
It's a Peterworth.
Peterbilt.
Peterbilt. There we go. I think it's a 579. It's the older version.
You're not good with the talking, are you?
You know, I haven't been here in a while, but
I can
still,
tell.
no.
All right, we'll drop this, legs down, and we'll get our details. Or as...
Please call the truck care center. Oh, that's always nice.
That's good. Or as Tom Haverford would say, the tails. All right.
Going at maximum speed I can down the highway. Yeah, this is a great idea.
That is a fantastic idea. All right, so we're looking here in Nogales for another job. Let's see if there's anything going to Chris's area of Hobbs. Just do a quick little search here.
You stay in southeast Arizona. That works too. You know.
Yeah, we'll see. If there's not one going to Hobbs, then we'll just pick something else. I just want to see if there is. Cause...
That area turns
just
green,
had an
that
engine
means
failure.
What did you say, Chris?
I'll go ahead and talk.
No, go ahead.
I said when that area turns green, that means it's good.
When that area turns? I'm not sure I'm understanding. Or
I think he's talking about the...
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes, when the whole box turns green, yeah, that means it's acceptable to park it. Yes, you're correct. I see what you mean now. I forget that you guys are delayed a little bit from what I'm actually looking at, so I'm like, what turns green? All right, unfortunately, I do not see Hobbs on here, so let's just look and see what we got here. That's not at Coastline Mining because I want to be able to go into Nogales.
Yeah, I was going to try to join you, but Truckers MP is giving me an error.
Oh, did you update it?
Yes, I updated and it says cannot create process when I try to join.
Oh, that's weird. Never had that error before.
Yeah, that's on.
Unfortunate.
I'm seeing the welcome to Arizona sign, so I'm booking it.
All right. Let's see here. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Where is that going? It's Las Cruces. Oh, that's not bad haul. Let's do that. That's mortar, like for bricks. Interesting. It's a lot of mortar. All right, so we're gonna do this one. It's going from Plaster and Sons to Sell Goods in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we're gonna go pick that up, but we have to get in town to do it. So we will do that, and that'll give Flying Squirrel some time to catch up. Use the Beluga XL.
I'm literally flying across the country for you. Come on.
Alright, has to put it in gear, I suppose. A detail. Yeah, my trailer.
I just saw a guy pull into the weight station, so I think they're actually activated.
They are. I saw some guy in them, and I got a green light to bypass, so I know the whole thing is working.
Yeah, I got a green light too, but I figured maybe they're just all bypassing. But
yeah, no. Well, unless people are just dumb and don't know that they can just go around it.
That is very possible.
It's very possible. Never underestimate the power of, dumb people.
No.
Stop running off the road. I assume that's what's happening right now.
Remember that left stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it bit me.
What kind of joystick are you using there?
It's really old, a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, I got it from my uncle, and I was like, hey, I'll take it.
Hey, free's free.
Alright, I gotta stop at a service station on the way.
Alright.
It's a new priority.
New priority? Truck's falling apart?
I'm at like 20% damage right now. So.
I
I don't speak whatever language that was.
I make the most money in my company, but I also
cause the most damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you make the most money at least, so you make up for that. So it's kind of a wash in the end.
I guess. I've seen a lot of people going west, not a whole lot going east.
Everyone's fiddling around in New Mexico, and then eventually they gotta come back, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Willkommen Nogales.
Rest stop. I haven't heard a yawn yet, so.
Oh, I turned that crap off.
Well, usually I drive career mode. So.
I used to, well, I do it, but I turned the sleep thing off because once I started driving on stream, it seemed like no matter what I did, I would constantly end up driving overnight and sleeping during the day, and that got annoying to do that all the time. So I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to like figure out how to bypass that nonsense, let's just turn the sleep thing off.
You know you can sleep twice, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's just goofy.
Yeah. There's days where I'm like, I just want to drive at night, me and like 3 other guys out there.
Yeah.
But there's also days where I'm like, I want to drive during the day. So.
There's 2 Plastron Suns here apparently, because we're going to the other one. It's sending me over here. Over here.
And that's the Hoover Dam, I think.
Hey.
Maybe?
Wait, Hoover Dam, where are you going?
Wait, not the Hoover Dam. It was some kind of dam.
I don't think so. Not if you're... You shouldn't be seeing any dam where you are.
I'm still on Interstate 10.
I know, but there's no dam along Interstate 10, that's my point.
Oops.
Is anyone going to Oshkosh? I don't know. I'm not.
Wanted to. It didn't work out this year. But...
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd like to go someday. But this year is not that year.
Yeah, it's literally a 3-hour drive for me. So, like, if I could, I would.
It's literally a 3-hour flight for me, at least, so...
You can't fly direct into Oshkosh.
Well, not
no
direct,
way.
but I could fly into, either like Minneapolis or Chicago or Madison or wherever, then connect over and do something.
Yeah. Hey, I'll pick you up, man.
There you go. Whereabouts in Minnesota are you?
About 45 minutes northwest of the cities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna pick up our mortar. And then
we'll my engine just failed again.
We'll go find a gas station, fill up, get some snacks, wait for Squirrel. Parth, you're going? Awesome, man.
You gotta tell me where there's a service station on the way.
Well, there was one in Ehrenberg. I don't know if there's another service. Oops, that's not gonna work. I don't know if there's another one until you get to Phoenix.
Oh,
there is a rest stop, but I don't think there's a service station. I think it's just Phoenix. I think.
Phoenix is such a big city in the game, it's hard to get anywhere, so I'd rather not do it there. I'll just wait till I'm in Tucson, or actually I'll just wait till I get down there.
Yeah. Alright, I believe we got it, so we can pick up the trailer legs, the landing gear.
Unless I actually have to, like, physically call a tow truck, then I'll just wait. But, you know, I will.
Parth, you flew into Appleton when you went, okay. I don't really have any reference for where that is, because I don't know my, my Wisconsin geography all that well, but sure.
This guy has to be using some... What? He just overtook me while I'm in the right lane just to go off onto exit.
Well, wouldn't you? Where's my lights? Why don't I feel like my lights aren't turning on?
I don't feel that's how you drive.
Nope.
What do I know, though?
I'm gonna have to check in the service station, because I'm gonna get some notice going, turn your headlights on or be banned.
Do you get a 55 limiter when you enter the city?
Of Phoenix?
Or any city, yeah.
When you're not when you're on the highway, but when you're in when you enter the cities, yeah, it goes down to, usually goes down lower than that, though. It usually goes down to like 35 or something like that. In Arizona, I think it's like 25.
Yeah, and Trucker's MP is like forcing me down to 55 when I enter cities.
Oh, that's weird. Like, not highway enter, but just like actually enter the city?
Well, it says you have entered the city, and then all of a sudden I start slowing down.
Oh, no, that's weird. I've never seen that before.
Not a huge deal, but...
That's very strange.
Hey, Moose.
Some pure energy here. Yeah.
You know, like in an simulator, you can use your mouse to click buttons and so forth. Can you do the same thing inside the truck or not?
No. So the mouse, whenever I'm looking around right here, that's me moving the mouse. So the mouse is strictly a view option. You basically have to use key commands or joystick buttons to do everything in the truck. Nothing's clickable in that way, which is kind of unfortunate. It'd be kind of cool if it was a little more like a virtual cockpit. It'd also be more convenient for me because I'm driving with the yoke to be able to use the hat switch as my view control instead of the mouse. But hey, whatever. I can look a lot quicker with the mouse because of that, but whatever. Let's fill up the tank here, and then I'm gonna see about making sure I know what is my light command because I don't know what that is at the moment, and I feel I'm gonna get penalized.
Oh, so when you're actually moving around when you're moving your head around in the trucks with the mouse?
It's with the mouse, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Now that kind of sucks for people like me who both use their yoke and their mouse for the right hand. Oh. And it's like, well, shoot.
Right, and that's what I'm generally doing is I generally drive. Well, no, actually at this point I usually drive with my left just because I've had to train myself. Because I have to use my right hand for this. But actually, I do that mostly in my car, too. Now I think about it, I usually drive... I'm right-handed, but I usually drive with my left. I'm pinching the wheel with my left hand. That way my hand's freed up for the... I don't have a manual, so it's usually just resting on the shifter or on the armrest thing there. But I do find I typically drive with the thing there. Let's see. One of these has got to be lights. That is not it.
I found myself starting to do that after I got my pilot license.
Oh yeah, with your left hand. Maybe that's what it stems from, because I did flying lessons right around the time I learned to drive, and so that may be what that stems from. Is I got used to using the yoke with my left and controlling mixture and throttle with my right. Very possible. I never really thought about that before. What is my light command? It said it was a joystick thing, but none of the joystick buttons that I'm using seem to be doing anything. So clearly that's wrong. Or it's not a button that I'm accustomed to. So try again. Light modes. Let's see here. Lights.
I'm just passing the airport now.
Okay, it should be this. Joystick 3 button 8. Okay, now it is.
Interior.
Aha, there we go. Alright, so now if I go outside the truck, there we go. So we got truck lights. Oh, I still don't have headlights. What the heck? Oh, I wonder if that's because I don't have the truck on. Let's try that. Aha, there we go. Yep, I have the engine on. There's my lights, and that's high beams. Okay. Or maybe that's high beams. Yeah, that's high beams. There we go. Regular, high beams. And I turned something on by messing with this over here. So let's turn, oops, not that. There we go. Oh, that's my beacon. Or something was my beacon. What is going on here? How do I turn the beacon off? There it is. So that's the beacon. Okay, so down is horn, up is beacon. I gotcha. Okay. And then this is... Wait, what was... There it is. That's, I think, diff lock, maybe? I think that's diff lock. Okay, whatever. Whatever. So many controls, so little time. And... okay. Hi-ho! Alright. What's your whereabouts there, squirrel?
I just passed I-8, so...
Oh, okay, so you're getting there.
Yeah.
We'll just.
I think I'm just north of Tucson.
We'll tour Nogales here for a little bit. See what.
Yeah,
see what pleasures this little bastion town has to offer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the sign for I-8 and I was like, oh, okay, I'm making it.
Maybe I'll just go over here in the sell goods and pretend to drop this off. We'll practice backing this thing up. Cause I can.
Yeah, I'm about 100 miles out, so.
Got it, okay. That won't be that long. We've entered a no collision zone. Alright, we're gonna stick
Are the truck stops no collision?
Yeah, I think so. Alright, we're gonna stick it right next to that little trailer guy right there, or at least we're gonna try.
Man, I gotta do jobs on here all the time. These jobs just fly by. Like, if I was doing this in the standard market, I would just still be in California probably.
Yeah. Hit that guy preferably.
Alright, I need gas, I need to sleep, and I need the service. So I have 3 things I need to do before I can go after.
We pull him in far enough. That didn't work. This is because I'm not doing it like I normally would do it. That's lame. Now I just look like an idiot. Okay. I'm used to that. Alright, new plan. We're going to do something else here.
Have you tried a game called Rocket League?
Rocket League? No. Never heard of that.
It's a fun game.
Really? I assume it has to do with rockets, based on my
it's like
limited knowledge.
Soccer for cars.
Oh, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it. I think I saw Raptor playing it one time, actually.
Encrypted Pilot always makes sure to let me know whenever he flies on my airspace on Vatsum. Great.
This guy washing the roll-up doors over here.
Oh, I almost crashed again. Almost. So I'm curious how Truckers MP is making me go faster, besides the fact that I'm physically going faster. Like,
I understand what you're talking about, but okay.
It feels like the map's smaller on MP.
You know what? I got that kind of sense too. It did feel like it was a little smaller, because I remember thinking it's, you know, now once they did the resize, it seems smaller than that.
It seems smaller than it originally was before the resize.
I wouldn't say that, but it does seem smaller than it does since the resize.
Well, the resize almost doubled the size.
Oh, I know, and it definitely feels smaller than that.
Yeah. Alright, I'm taking the exit onto I-19.
Sweet, and you're almost here. And I've almost successfully parked my trailer in a spot it doesn't need to go. Just for funsies.
I just hear you messing around over there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
good.
That's basically what I'm doing. There we go. Alley dock.
Now I have terrible internet, so if you see me just jumping around, I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Ah, my truck is empty. Oh yeah, it does hook up the air stuff now. That's kind of cool. Oh, not too shabby. All right. Well, now that we know we can do that, now we'll pull it away. Prepare for the imminent arrival of the squirrel.
45 miles.
45 miles till a squirrel comes to save us.
You want to meet me at the service station?
Sure. Where is said service station? I see the gas station.
Is there not a service station?
I don't know. I just... Let me... well, I can't look at the
Just
map
kind of
now.
assumed there was one.
Oh, yeah, let me see. Oh, there may not be.
That would suck.
I see a resting place. I see a gas station. I do not see a service station.
Dang.
What's
We'll
this
have
guy
to add
doing
it on our
sitting
stop. We'll have to make a stop on the way. Just for me.
Delakraus with his patriotic trailer. Hey, a music store, a robo shop, and a burger joint.
25 miles. Let's go.
Boigas. We got Boigas. Kelsey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You're gonna still see Pat's Patriots training camp, huh? Alright, have fun hanging out with the enemy. I know they're your team, but to me they're the enemy. After this last year, anyway. Grr.
That's great.
Yeah.
Aren't the Vikes opening with the 49ers? I can't remember. I know they're playing them.
They might be. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the Viking schedule.
Well, yeah, I haven't looked at the Viking schedule in quite a while either. So.
I actually don't
I saw
remember.
it came out, I looked at it, then I forgot about it.
Yeah, I actually don't remember who the Jags are playing for the actual season opener. I know they're playing the Saints for the preseason opener. And then I think we're playing the Vikings week 2 in preseason. But that's all preseason, doesn't count.
Yeah, I knew we were playing the Jags at some point.
You would go see the Jags.
I actually skipped last season.
Okay. Oh, someone has been kicked. Nautimer.
Alright, let's see.
That's what you get, boy. I don't know what he was doing.
Alright, I'm pulling off the highway right now. Where are you at?
I'm over at, what is this place? This feed place or something? What is this?
Do I go left or right?
Left or right? I think you're gonna go right. No. Yes, right.
Is it that place off by itself?
No, that's where I'm at right now, but I'm coming out of there.
Okay.
What is that? I can't remember what the place is called. It's like yellow and green or something.
I think I see your dot. Oh, I'm pulling out right now.
Oh, I see you. I see you. Yep, that's you right there. I'm coming in. You in the orange truck?
Yep.
I got you.
Yeah, where are we going?
I'm coming up behind you.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
Y'all have to follow the DOT regs as far as for hours of service?
You are supposed to follow it if you're playing with the what do you call it? Shoot.
Sleep?
Yeah.
Sleep mode.
There's another word for it though, and I can't. That's driving me nuts now. I can't think of it.
What about the consecutive 8-hour rule?
That I don't know. I don't think that applies in here.
You have to have a 30-minute break after 8 hours of driving.
Yeah, I don't think any of that's on.
Not that one.
Yeah. Parth, you're on TeamSpeak. Where? Are you on the correct? You're on You're not on Raptors TeamSpeak, right? You're on ours. Once you let's see, train call.
I'll just pull into this fuel stop here. I need fuel anyway.
Okay.
I'll let you do what you need to do.
I don't need to do anything.
The
I'm just waiting for
fatigue
you.
setting, that's what you're looking for.
Fatigue, that's the word. Thank you so much. That is exactly the word I was looking for. That was gonna bug me. I haven't seen Baxter Cat today. No. We have a squirrel instead. You need to pick a job, preferably one going to.
Oh, where are we going?
Las Cruces, if you can find one.
Okay, let me just get some fuel and then pull out of the way.
Getting fuel.
Oh, shoot. Do you have a trailer already?
I do.
Oops.
That's what I'm saying. You need to find a job. I already have one.
According According to Truckers MP, I'm going to have to uninstall American Truck Simulator and reinstall it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Already over 100 gallons.
Oh, you must be okay. Yeah, Parth. Yeah, you're here. You're labeled as TeamSpeak user. You probably want to change your name to something so we know who you are. Something that's you. That's a pretty cool truck.
You got a pretty nice one yourself.
Got some faded stars there. What's the oh, a fighter jet on the side? Oh, Encrypted Pilot must love that. You all fueled up?
Yeah. Yep, I'm just gonna pull out of the way here, so in case somebody else needs to use it.
Okay. So yeah, check your jobs for a Las Cruces run, and then we will.
Oh, that's a car park. Oh well.
Where'd you get that custom paint job at?
I don't remember. I think it was part of a DLC, but
yeah.
I could be wrong.
That's nice.
Yeah, Parth, to change it, I think you just right-click on your username there and go into your preferences or settings or something, and I think you just fill in something. So
Tucson.
Just a name or nickname or something. Speak again there, Parth, because I think you.
Somebody got a echo.
Oh, it's because he keeps turning his mic on when I'm talking.
Las Cruces, is that right next to us?
Yeah, it's the bottom of New Mexico there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have New Mexico.
Organized by distance.
Yeah, you have New Mexico DLC, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah. Circle. That's too far.
Gets the square.
There's no one to Las Cruces. Oh.
What?
Yeah.
You have failed me for the last time.
There's one that goes up the Socorro, which is just north of Las Cruces.
Let me look.
That's the Socorro.
Socorro, thank you.
Ah, Socorro, I gotcha. Well, yeah, so we could go through Las Cruces. I could drop off and pick something else up and then follow you up to Socorro. Why don't you do that?
Yeah, that works.
Switch to.
Was you gonna bobtail to Las Cruces?
No. He's gonna pick up something going to Socorro, and then we're gonna go through Las Cruces. I'll drop off and see if I can find something going to Socorro. If not, I'll bobtail up to Socorro following him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Who are you telling to switch to push to talk, David?
Hey, the thing's right next to us where I get to pick it up.
Oh, that's convenient. At the Volston Motors.
It's on the Play Store and it's the housing company.
Housing company. Sell goods?
Yeah. It's Plaster and Goods, I think.
Oh, I got you. Plaster and Sons.
That's what it was. This truck is not very good at tight spaces, I'm sorry.
No, I can tell. Mine's not that great.
Typical of a. That's typical Peteworth. Or
now you're saying it. Peterbilt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Peterbilt trucks better. I've driven both of them. Personal opinion.
Well, if you want one that does the tight corners and stuff, you need to do one of the cab overs. Those things are those are kind of fun to drive. They're a pain if you turn them too quick though, because then they just topple over.
What about Freightliner?
I haven't done any Freightliner. So there's only, I think right now in the game, it's only Peterbilt and Kenworth because that's all who
they licensed.
That's all the only ones they've been able to get licensed so far. They're trying to get more, but apparently truck manufacturers are kind of a butt. So.
I didn't mean to stop all the way. Oops.
I can tell. I'll just go.
Yeah, you better just stay out here.
Yeah, I am. I'm not going to follow you in there. I'm not crazy.
There is a workshop mod for the Volvo, but it's not officially licensed.
Correct. Yeah, you can get some other ones too that aren't officially licensed. And then you can't use those in the Truckers MP because they're mods that'll break because not everyone has them, and so yeah. Week 2, Jags versus the Patriots. Ooh, okay. Yeah, good luck. That's gonna be a fun game. Yeah, David,
yeah,
I'm not ending. So we're in Nogales, headed toward Las Cruces, and Socorro in New Mexico. So yeah, if you want to come join, come join.
So when we stop in Las Cruces, I'm gonna stop at the service station.
Okay. Because your car is falling apart. Your truck, sorry, not car. Truck is falling apart. Hey, the music store. Stuff, experience, equipment. It's a horrible tagline. Parth, you're gonna stay quiet. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's easier, like I said, if you have an actual headset, it's easier to do, but it can be done with. Oh, they got more over here. Software, hardware, and video games. See, software and video games should have been together. Hardware should have been on the other side over there. It just seems odd, but it's all 30% off. Oh, computers. 30% off computers.
Las Cruces, there's the service station. All right, I'll add that to my stop. Okay. Where are you going within Las Cruces?
I'm going to the sell goods.
Sell goods. Okay.
All right, Briangren, sounds good.
There it is. Yep, that works.
Cool.
Cool.
Ooh, I want a burger. I want me a burger.
Let's get rocking.
Let's get rocking. All right, I'm just down here by the highway. All right, Denise, we'll see you later. That's right. I want to ride it all night long.
All night long. I got a super small trailer here. This is kind of funny.
Little short stubby. What's the material you're hauling?
Let's see here. I have a Digger 1000, 34,000 pounds.
A Data 1000? What?
A digger.
Oh, a digger. I got you. See, Grant's like me. He's a digger. Keep the movie references.
You have the excavator. I have the digger.
Well, I had the excavator. Now I've got mortar.
Oh, dang.
Panda Express. Ooh, I love their orange chicken. And they have Pepsi, so they have Mountain Dew. Also makes me happy. Your full schedule moves. The Jags play the Pats, Steelers, Cowboys, and the Stupid Fish. And Stupid Fish, by the way, are the Dolphins, in case you don't know. And the Titans twice. You got all the gay teams. How dare you? I always play the Titans twice because they're in our division. We always play our division rivals twice. So we'll play the Titans, the Colts, and the Texans twice.
That's stupid.
Gotta play the division. Are you coming yet?
Well, there was a fire hydrant that I didn't see. I jacked myself on a fire hydrant.
Officer, there was this fire hydrant, and I don't know where it came from. It popped out of nowhere. I assume it's not to code.
But yeah, I jacked myself on a fire hydrant. I stopped. I was like, "What the heck?" And I had to look outside.
Hopefully, you got enough money for a new truck.
I know, right?
I have insurance. It's okay.
I have insurance.
Evidently, good insurance. I hate to see the bill for that.
Right. Okay. Real life, they would have just took it out.
Yeah, be like, you're done. Take your keys.
Well, I thought he was the owner-operator.
He is. I'm talking about the insurance company. We're just going to take your truck, take your keys. You're not fit to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Find a new profession.
Doesn't involve driving, hopefully.
That's right. Alright, I'm very slowly driving down the highway waiting for you. So.
Yeah, I'm just getting on the on-ramp right now.
Fried rice, orange chicken, and Shanghai beef. Alright. I thought it was Beijing beef. Now it's Shanghai beef? I thought it was the Beijing beef.
What are we shooting for in the speed here?
Not that I've... Well, right now I'm just shooting for, like, 12. But that's because I'm waiting for you. I'll probably be doing, like, 55, 60.
Okay.
My engine, operator.
What was that, Chris?
My engine's so broken, it's taking a toll on me.
Gotcha. What'd you say, Chris? I
was just saying I've done the owner-operator thing, and It can be very expensive. I mean, you almost have to have enough money to buy a brand new truck if the other truck you're driving is messed up.
Gotcha.
Too dang expensive. I got out of that.
Yeah, let someone else pay for the truck.
30. Yeah, usually I pick up speed a lot faster.
Are you on the highway yet?
I am on the highway.
Oh, thank God. All right, let me know when you're getting close to me. I'm looking for your lights. Looking for the lights.
Here, I'll give you the brights.
Always give me the business.
Mike, what do you go by on Steam?
On Steam, I think I am... That's a good question.
Yeah, I see you back
I think
there.
it might be Mustafa on Steam. I'm trying to remember. I'm not 100% sure. You're running a convoy. Yes, we're actually a convoy now because there's 2 of us. So we're actually running a convoy.
You hear my horn? Let's go.
No.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I see your dot. There we go. Okay. Now I'm accelerating. If I remember to shift. Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, slow down for you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was waiting for you. Not
Oh,
singing.
I see. You're
I'm
gonna
not
blame it on me.
singing the convoy song, mainly because I don't know the convoy song. I mean, I know part of the convoy song. It's a really cheesy song. Really cheesy song. Okay. So we got a big old convoy running through the night. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Better start grabbing gears, man.
Oh, I've been grabbing gears. I'm at 16.
I just hit the wall.
I can't take you anywhere. Oh my gosh. The sun goes down. I can't see. I'm done.
At least I'm going downhill now. I can accelerate.
Oh
And my engine fails, and I can't see anything.
Oh my gosh, your life is a country
Turn on
song.
your headlights. My engine failed. There's not a whole lot I can do about that one.
Your life is a country song. Oh my goodness. Change your name. Yes, I see you as Parth now. They're in TeamSpeak. Excellent. Wonderful.
Alright, I'm going 65. You kind of pulled ahead of me. You can go 60. I'll slowly catch up to you.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing 60. 60 on the dot.
I'm doing 64, maybe 65.
Your brights on.
My brights
aren't on.
I said turn them off for a second.
What? You mean turn my headlights off? My brights aren't on, Chris.
No, I want you to turn your brights on. I want to check.
Oh, you want me to?
Oh, they're unrealistic.
Yeah, they're super
sure.
like I can like
Yeah,
melt.
I can hardly ever see. I can barely see the road.
Yeah, I can melt with my brights on. I can like melt through steel. It's pretty ridiculous.
I wish there was like a map you could pull up on your phone like there is on VATSIM to see where you are. You know?
Well, I've got my GPS in my truck, so I can see where I am.
You knew what I meant. Like, to see where other people are.
Oh, I see. I get you. Yeah, because you can only see other people when you get close enough to them. Yeah, is that pretty overwhelming?
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got those white lights on that, don't you?
I guess. Yeah, it's just the default brights that... Yeah, so when you're in the country like this, it's like, oh man, I can see everything now. Blind.
Can't tell the difference between day and night sometimes.
I know, right? It's daytime. No, he's got his brights on. Did the guy... Oh god, here we go. The guy with the Jags hat say something was lame. I don't think I... Oh, I said the song was cheesy. Yes, there's cruise control in this game, and I'm actually using it at the moment, so...
I always use cruise control.
Yeah, I do too. The only time I don't is when I'm in the cities, because, you know, why?
Yeah, same. Oh, there's a service station. Should I stop or should I...
We're headed to Las Cruces and ultimately to, oh, we got a construction thing going on here. Socorro, yeah, thank you. Socorro, sorry. However you say it.
The Coro.
Don't know what I'm talking about. I'm from Minnesota.
Socorro? Is that right?
The Coro.
I love it. Whenever I do road trips, I always I call them fun names for the towns.
Yeah, so do I. I get bored out there on the road. I understand.
I just listening to one of the guys in the stream on the Albuquerque stream when we were looking at diverting. He kept calling Lubbock Lubick.
You can't bosh a Fort Worth airport like that.
Right?
I think that was P3D.
What?
3D man.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Kept saying Lubbock. It's Lubbock.
That guy likes to talk a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'll shut up now.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Me, the one who talks a lot.
I mean, I don't mind people talking a lot on the stream. It's when, if I can't get a word in edgewise, it's like, okay, it's my show. Or if you're stepping on other people to talk,
right.
You know, it's like, because he was doing that to a number of people, including Tim. And I was like, I'm not standing for that.
Uh-oh. I just heard something crazy going upstairs, and we just got a new cat, so... I'm putting 2 and 2 together here.
Oh boy.
Hey, send that cat over to my house. I need a cat.
Actually, I need the cat over at our Palm location. We've got a mouse problem.
I got one too.
I will hire your cat. Does it do jobs?
I haven't quite figured that part out yet.
Oh, great! I hit that.
Doing a long haul is not where should I go? You're talking about in the plane, Briangren? I assume.
Okay, I swear I'm trying to keep up with you, but like my horsepower is reduced down like to 100. It's ridiculous.
100 horsepower. I don't think you're going to be hauling much there.
Well, I'm hauling a 34,000 pound trailer, and it's struggling. Where usually I can haul a 128,000 pound trailer.
Well, no, my point being, my Saturn had 100 horsepower, and well, maybe, and it couldn't tow anything, let alone barely get itself up the grapevine. So. Actually, it generally did okay up the grapevine as long as I gave it a running start.
Oh, what that sounds like fun. Yeah. So basically, my point is I'm kind of struggling to keep up. I'm trying my best, but until I get a repair shop.
Moose, do you know how to take care of that? That's probably right. Get a cat.
I should have took that repair sound that we passed by.
Oh, we passed one?
Hey, did
just said something. I stopped.
Did he when he hit that fire hydrant? Did it really up the truck or what?
Yeah, stuff. It depends. Some stuff will do damage to the truck, and it'll show you specifically. Generally speaking, you won't incur a whole bunch of damage unless you head-on collide with something or run off the road or something ridiculous.
Done both of those.
But yeah, you've been doing everything all night, so.
Oh, shots.
Yeah, pretty much. Shot across the
Does this have overdrive in it? I mean, it's got 18 speed, right?
It's 18 speed.
Yeah, it's an 18.
This one's 18. You can get different transmissions for your truck, so it just depends. This one's an 18 speed that I have.
What kind of?
What like brand?
Yeah.
I think it's an Allison. I think. I can check when we get to a service station because I can look up all my specs. I had it actually. You might be able to look it up if you type into chat. Let's see. Oh shoot! Or actually, look in the description. There should be a list of all the exclamation point commands. I think one of them has to do with, unless I took it out for the truck stream, or from the flight streams. There should be one to deal with trucks.
Hardware, or what I used to fly, or...
Yeah, it's that stuff, but it's gonna... There was one I had in there about trucks, and it was like all about the truck I'm driving and what the specs were on it.
No, there's nothing over here.
Okay, if it's not there, open another window in YouTube, and go to my go to my playlists and find another trucking stream, because I just didn't copy it over for this one apparently because I forgot about it. There's 2 other commands that are in the truck streams that aren't in the flight streams that have to do the trucking, and one of them is about the rig, and I don't remember what it was, so you'll have to look it up that way to see. Oh, that's I guess a good point, David. That probably would take care of the problem, wouldn't it? No, they'd all come flocking. You know that. We have flies and crap here because of that, so that ain't gonna fix anything. You'd think it would, but his cooking only kills humans. It just allows him to survive and vermin. Which is why I'm moving away. Welcome to New Mexico, the land of enchantment.
I haven't quite reached that sign yet. I think that's the sign right there, but I'm not sure.
It's a big orange sign.
I'm all the way in California.
You're a bit far away.
Ooh. You can do what I did. Went at max speed all the way.
Of course, that also means you roll your truck over a few times and run into barriers.
Hey, I went down the middle of 2 barriers for like 20 miles. I was proud of myself for that.
Kids, don't try this at home.
I was like, hey, this is good practice for control.
I'm surprised the New Mexico sign was up to date. Welcome to the sign would look just like ones we actually have.
Yeah. David, no, I'm not calling us vermin. I'm saying his cooking would definitely kill us. I'm saying it doesn't kill him or the vermin. We, however, as actual humans, would die. And
Linus truck passed me, but he's not getting the message.
Way station. And a bypass. Maybe we Olgies get bypasses. I'm starting to wonder.
And he disconnected. Okay.
It's like Hitchhiker's Guide. We gotta build bypasses.
You have to worry about like creatures that run out in front of you or anything?
No, there are tumbleweeds occasionally, but they don't do anything. You just plow right through them.
You don't have
I
to
remember
worry about
first
deer.
time I saw a tumbleweed, I was like,
What were you saying, Chris?
You don't got to worry about deer running out in front of you or elk?
No, not yet. Maybe someday in the game, but as of this point, not that I'm aware of. Be kind of cool. Have to dodge around stuff like that.
Hey, there's a way station. You're not stopped?
Yeah, it gave me that green bypass again. I'm starting to think it just always gives you a bypass in Truckers MP. And the fact that people are going
Sometimes
in just don't know what they're
to
doing.
pull over.
In Truckers MP?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's just rare in Truckers MP. I don't know. Or I'm just pulling stuff that no one cares about. I made an audible tone and it gave me a little green light on the dash, so I saw it.
Oh, I didn't see it. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Yeah, 42.
Well, I guess when you get down the road and you get over, if you see red lights, you...
Yeah, then we know.
I'm passing San Simon right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how much farther up do you think you are than me?
The fine force, the first time offender fine is like $300.
Gotcha. San Simon's in Arizona still, I think, right?
Is it?
I think so.
I didn't see any signs.
San Simon is Arizona.
Is it Arizona, Chris?
Yeah, it's San Simon.
San Simon. Ah, okay. See, I'm learning how to say words. This is good.
I can't get above 70, like, no matter how hard I try. So.
I'm passing Denning, or is that Deming? I can't tell on the light.
Deming?
Yeah, I guess. I couldn't tell if it was an M or an N. Oh, it's an M, yeah, Deming.
Is this truck governed? Is that the only reason he can get up?
Oh, there's a service station here, dude. I'm gonna pull off here.
Deming?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull off here and wait for you.
Okay. Alright, I just reached New Mexico, so.
Cool.
I'm probably like 5 minutes behind you.
No, don't do that.
Your truck governed?
I don't think it's governed. I think it's just because he damaged it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But bad. I'll tell you guys the repair bill when I get to it.
It's a Pedro. Kind of like a Petro, but, you know, his Mexican cousin. That's not racist at all. Alright, there's the service station over yonder. I'm just gonna say straight to the stop sign. Because there's nobody here.
Follow stop signs. I run them over. Jeez.
Oh, hey, there's someone sitting over here. He's sitting.
The Flying J. No, that's a Pedro.
It's a Pedro, actually. It should be a Petro, but
okay.
It's supposed to be a. It's in the spirit of Petro, but it's a Pedro. It's like Chevron is Chemron, like chemicals.
Yeah, I have a mod that does real load companies, except that gets disabled, obviously, for MP.
I have it too. But yeah, it doesn't
oh, I got a wait station. I gotta stop at.
Oh, you gotta go in. Okay, well that answers that officially. He's going in. All right, I'm gonna. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. No.
Hopefully they don't give you a DOT check or have to get out and inspect your truck.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a stop and go.
Yeah, it's always a stop and go. They just weigh it and then they're like, okay. All right, I'm just gonna look at this.
But if I was doing this realistically, I'd be like, all right, let's stop and go as soon as possible.
All right, so.
Well, do you ever have to worry about being overloaded?
I don't think so. You'd think that if they're gonna do a weigh station, there'd be a time when you could be, but I guess not. I don't know how
Yeah.
You can get achievements for it.
I guess. Here's the engine specs here, guys. So for those of you who want to know, engine power, it's a 500 horsepower. It's a gearbox is the Eaton Fuller. That's what it was. And it's a 22E31B VXPR, whatever that means. The R is retarder. 220 gallon fuel tank, 500 horsepower, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque, and 1200 RPM. Left-hand drive.
Well, that's a baby motor right there.
Studio sleeper.
That's a baby motor.
Baby motor.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's higher end on this. Let me see what's available because I know it's not the biggest anymore from what's available. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so it's a Caterpillar.
Take care.
Caterpillar C15500 is what's in here right now. The highest I can get is a 625 horsepower Caterpillar C15625 King of the Hill. Cummins is the next one down.
That's what
600 horsepower.
That's what you need is a Cat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that because while I'm here, I might as well upgrade. So booyah, Caterpillar. I've got a Cat in here now, just a 500 horsepower Cat. So I'm getting an extra 125 horsepower. Boom. How much is American Truck Sim? I don't know. You can go check it out on Steam and see how much it is now. I know it was on sale not that long ago for real cheap. So unfortunately, you missed that. But wait. Oh no. No. I want to confirm the order. Huzzah! Yay! All right. Now I got new tranny. Sweet.
I'm just limping my way around, trying to make it.
It's still 18 speed. Okay, I just want to see how many gears I had. Yeah, well, you get over here.
I'm trying. I'm like hitting full throttle. Full throttle. I'm hitting pedal to metal all the way.
Pedal to the metal, Commander. Oh, are my headlights off? Oh, shoot.
You know I can go fast. I just pretty much crossed 2 states in time to meet with you, so.
Tell the difference yet with your new motor?
Well, not yet, because I'm just puddling around the parking lot here. When we get up to the highway, then we should be able to tell the difference. Of course, that's contingent on waiting for Mr. Squirrel.
Hey, I'm seeing an exit sign, so I'm kind of hoping.
Mr. Squirrel, where are you tonight?
Let's see. The sign say something. Hey, I'm here. 1 mile.
Are you lonesome tonight? Are you squirrely tonight?
Wow, There's still stuff going on in here? That's surprising.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. Went out to dinner with the family, but during that time, I was just like, you know what? I'm trying to get a flight in, so I flew from Pank to San Francisco.
Wait, from where to San Francisco?
Anchorage.
Oh, Ink. Gotcha.
Yeah, I said Pank.
Yeah, I gotcha. Did you say Pank, like with a P?
Uh-huh.
P-A-N-C? Yeah, nice.
Let's see, we're like an hour out.
Gotcha.
You guys on MP?
Yeah. Where'd you go to dinner?
Wood Ranch.
Oh, okay.
It was alright. I mean, I wasn't really feeling it, but the grandparents in town, so you kind of gotta just do what they want.
Gotcha. What'd you get?
What's some classic ribs.
Oh, nice.
Keep it simple.
There you go. All right, there's the squirrel limping his way in. Get over here to the service station and repair your truck, sir. And then do your.
Hey, I unlocked another truck stop.
And then do your level best to, stay on the road.
Flying squirrel.
Don't hit any more barriers.
Hold on, wait a second.
Oh, I go between barriers. Get it right.
Uh-huh.
Flying squirrel.
Yeah,
Except for one of those
Rocky J Squirrel and Bullwinkle the moose.
I'm going to YouTube right now.
What? I have a YouTube, yes. My chassis was the most damaged. 27%.
I don't want to hear about your chassis.
That's because you went over that. That's because you went over that fire hydrant.
Yeah, exactly.
For a
All right,
second, I
Parth,
thought
we'll see
it
you
was
later,
just squirrel.
No, not squirrel as in Mr. I've got 1 billion YouTube subscribers and not that guy. Although
I'm not that guy.
I've met him at Flight Sim Expo. He's a cool guy, but he's a bit above my level, just a bit.
Ooh, sorry, flying squirrel. You're just as cool.
Aww.
Aw, look at that. Feel the love. Are you all repaired now?
Yeah, I'm on my way out if you're ready.
You guys still gonna be
I'm
playing
right behind you.
hour?
Go ahead. What was that?
You guys still gonna be playing in an hour? Because if you guys aren't, I'm just gonna speed up time. Because I'm lazy.
Oh, I got you. No, I'm gonna be after I make my delivery in Las Cruces and he gets his delivery in Socorro or whatever it's called. I'm never gonna pronounce it right. Then I'm probably Socorro. Then I'm probably gonna bug. I always just all I can hear is the end of what you're saying, so I'm missing the first part of it. Socorro.
There you go.
Okay. So anyway, once we make our 2 deliveries, then I'm probably done. Homie Live US, welcome to the stream, sir. How's it going? Good evening to you. We're headed to Las Cruces. Flying squirrel that's ahead of me just finally got his truck repaired, and I got me a new transmission.
I threw in a new engine too.
Sorry, a new engine. I have the same transmission. That's right. Duh. Engine. A new, more powerful Caterpillar.
I feel so stupid.
I do feel.
I wasted $40. I feel wasted $40 today on a C-17 because I was really wanted to fly one P3D.
Oh, was it lame? Was it lame?
I buy a Viatra or something, and it was like $40, and I forgot to look at you can't return stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasted $40 on something that didn't even like have. The cockpit was good. It was nicely modeled, but not all the buttons, like the switches on the top overhead, didn't even work. It wasn't that interactive. There was no FMC, so that upset me. Even when I checked, people were saying, "Yeah, it's got an FMC," and I went in there. There's no FMC at all.
See, I always try to find YouTube videos of people that have flown aircraft before I do it, just to make sure. Because it's when you can't return something, it's a little okay. Are you gonna get your butt moving there, pal? Because
I'm at 60.
Not according to me.
Yeah, he's all over the road too.
I'm seeing you. I'm like right on your butt, and I'm doing 35.
What?
You guys flying truckers MP?
Are you sure you're not looking at kilometers per hour?
It says MPH.
That's miles per hour.
No, I know that, but if he was, never mind.
I see what you're doing there. Don't worry.
Homie Live US. No, this is Truckers MP. So that's flying squirrel in front of me that says he's doing 60, but seems to.
There's
not
still
be.
just too much decent.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what's going on. It's weird.
So I have two ideas. I'm just gonna who cares about the $40? I'll just fly it when I'm for fun. But also I'm like, I'm about to go should I buy Denver or Seattle? Denver or Seattle?
Denver flight beam or Seattle who?
Taxi 2 gate.
Oh, Taxi
Seattle.
I would say, when in doubt, go flight beam because their stuff is really nice.
I know, I love it. It's just it's actually not that expensive either.
No, it's not bad.
Alright, I swear I'm going 65 now, and you're going faster than me. So
Yeah, I'm going 55.
I'm very confused.
That on my speedometer is really wrong. I don't know. It's very strange.
So that probably had something to do with it. Well, then I'm just gonna get a head start on you here. I'm gonna jump the gun.
Oh, jumping the gun? Oh, it's a tight turn.
Why, you get a job to what you call it.
Oh, I
to
got
where
you.
I'm going.
Oh, I got you, yeah, because you're not stopping in Las Cruces. I get you.
I would have, but you oh.
He found that tight turn that I was talking about.
Mike.
I may or may not have hit something.
I'm gonna go with have. Yeah.
I told him
Go ahead, sir.
It's alright. Because it's obviously more important. Because they're actually doing it on the same game. Makes more sense. Go ahead, man. You're good.
No, I was just asking about Flight Studios again. Did you happen to have the Phoenix?
Oh, flight beam.
I have it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I have it as well.
Yeah. Any one of you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's good.
That for, what about the San Francisco?
Highly recommend both of them.
Yeah.
How about the Portland?
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, Portland's not out yet, I don't think, right?
No, it's not. I'm crossing my fingers every morning to wake up and see that, oh, look at Flight Beam Portland's came out, because I'm going to buy it right away.
Gotcha. Alright,
I have their Minneapolis. It's really good. For somebody who's been to the airport many times, it's super realistic.
Well, here's my thing. I like to buy airports I've actually been to. That's why I own every airport in Southern California. and I own most of the airports on the West Coast, other than Seattle and Portland. So that's my next two. I own Vegas, I own San Diego, I own Los Angeles, etc. But I'm starting to move my way more east now. A little bit.
Which one do you have? Where did you get the Vegas one?
FS Dream Team, but honestly, it's not the greatest. It still looks really good, but I wish I would have stopped like from the beginning. I wish I would have started buying like Flight Beam products, or Flight Beam started making the series before FS Dream Team, because I think they do a better job about it than FS Dream Team.
Is there anyone that makes Las Vegas besides FS Dream Team, or is it just them?
No, it's just them, but I think it's too late to do it now, obviously, because too many people have bought it. It'd be hard to tell everybody to switch it, but I don't know. I wish that FS Dream Team would stop making series, honestly. I mean, I like them. The only scenery I really like from them is LAX, other than the complete other frame drops you get there. But FS Dream, here's the other thing. Flight Beam has a lot better.
Yeah, their frame response is a lot better for what you get. That's
yeah,
true.
seriously.
That's true.
And you spend less money. It's like $40 for all FS Dream Team series, $30 max at Flight Beam, and they're performing better and they look better. I think.
Yeah.
I think their Flight Beam's texture is a little bit more crisp. Just like there's not a lot of like jagged edges.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, I think it is more crisp. It's a sharper looking product. But I agree with you. I love their.
I'm looking forward.
I love their LA, the FS Dream Team's LA.
Yeah, I do too.
Go ahead, Tim.
Looking forward to their O'Hare release, though.
Yes, that's true. That should be nice.
I also like FS Dream Team's Hawaii sceneries. Those are good too. You buy all those, you can get them for like $20, and they're really nice. It's got like 5 airports. They're like scenery bundles, and they're really good.
That's cool.
Are you upgraded yet to the 4. What is it? 4.3?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I did.
They have a really nice C-130 in there.
Yeah, well, it's just the Captain Sim C-130 that I already own. I mean, it's for P3D now, but I'm probably not going to do the 4.3 until I move, just because I'm like right on the verge of that, and I don't want to upset the apple cart until that's all established. So yeah.
Well, honestly, I didn't have problems. I updated and had no problems with any of my products starting to jabber on me.
Yeah, I haven't. I've heard both ways, and I just don't want to risk it. So.
Yeah, I'd still wait. Wait till you're in your new place, settle down. You can actually look at it.
Yeah.
You're not in a rush.
Exactly.
You know? That's what I'd say.
I
have a question to ask you about that.
Especially, that's the most frustrating thing to reinstall the whole simulator and have to do everything again. It's a pain, but
it is. But sometimes it's necessary, and sometimes it's good too, because you can get rid of stuff that's in there that doesn't need to be. But I gotta go through and make sure I've got it all listed out, so I know what all needs to go back in, the whole nine. And so I actually, when I started installing stuff this time, I've gone through and done that. I've got a notepad file that kind of lists it all out.
Yeah, that's what I decided I had to do. I'm like, I have to get a notepad file. I'm just gonna call P3D. I have to put all my keys in there. I have to put everything I need for downloading and all that. Because I'm not gonna put the download links in there because they always update them. But
right. Yeah, so I have all my CD keys, like the key files in there and stuff, so I don't have to go find them in my emails. And it's all in one place. I know, like, okay, it's that scene. I gotta go find that file. It's called that. It's living in there. They're all in one place now because they used to be kind of scattered around the hard drive. Everything's backed up, so I won't lose it.
If there's any devs watching, or just anybody can make recommendations, or just say, just an idea I want to throw out, I wish some company like Fiping, that's the preferred company to do it. I want them to start for people to start making like packs, like Mega Scenery, like Mega Scenery Earth does that type of stuff, where they have like packs of regions, or Orbix does that. I want those type of people to start doing it, so they'll do main cities, say main city packs. So like the East Coast will have like New York, Boston, Washington, Atlanta, and all that side of the United States. They start doing packs like that. They'll be more pricey, but it'll just be this one big pack you can install that has all the airports. They're just main ones. Honestly, I think that'd be a good idea.
Gotcha.
But it'd be a good idea to throw out to people who have the money to spend it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you're always going to be, as a developer, people are going to have to decide what's worth it based on what they think people will buy mainstream, because there's always going to be a few people that can drop money on no matter what. But hey, I see Homie Live hiding behind the wall over there.
Take up a lot of space, though?
It could.
Sorry?
It could.
I'm going to say it's going to take up a lot of space, wouldn't it? Oh,
I think it'd be worth it.
Of course,
actually,
that argument.
The sceneries they're not that big.
Yeah, well, and that argument kind of goes out the window with all the people that are willing to do the Ortho XP stuff, because that takes up a lot of stuff.
Oh, what is that, like 50 gigs? With
it's people
XP?
Oh, more than that. People are talking about like several terabyte hard drives to make it work, and like it's a lot. Where are you going, Squirrel, in Sakaro?
Give me a second.
I'm sure I'm still pronouncing that wrong.
I'm going to Coastline Mining.
Oh, okay. I will meet you there.
Sakaro, New Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
What was that question box thing that you...
That was just putting a pin drop in for the GPS. Alright, we got Homie following us now. We're just bobtailing up to Socorro, and then that's going to be it for me tonight, because I need to go to bed so I can be refreshed for all the kiddos in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go head out.
What's going on tomorrow?
I've been doing VBS all week at my church.
Oh, nice one. We're going to fly again on Friday?
Yeah. It's Memphis is Friday night up, so we'll be doing something in Memphis.
Hey, make sure to say hi to me.
That's right. Yeah, especially if you're doing ground, let me know, because I'll make sure we notice.
I'll send you my real name and whatchamacallit in the TeamSpeak.
Ooh, your real name.
Well, then you can show it on B-Pilot and be like, oh, it's him,
Yeah, I know.
If you're gonna do ground, I'm gonna call you out during the whole thing.
You know, Encrypted calls me out every time he flies in the airspace.
I'm gonna do it. You're gonna say, all right, see you, man. And then I'm just gonna say, I know who you are, and I'm just gonna leave.
I know who you are, and I know what you did last summer.
Well, gentlemen, you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you guys Friday.
All right, we'll see you, Tim.
Take care, Tim.
Tim's always a fun one to control.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you have fun with
Take
that
care
one.
there,
Yeah.
Chris.
Night, y'all have a good night.
Have a good night, Chris.
You guys have
Take
fun.
care,
We'll talk
guys.
to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, see you,
Bye.
Tim. Night.
This is gonna suck.
What's gonna suck?
Next Wednesday, I have a flight, LAX of Seattle to Eugene.
It's gonna be
But
fun.
I don't know if I wanna. I don't want to fly to Seattle.
What's wrong with flying to Seattle?
It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I have an hour layover. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find my next gate by myself.
Yeah, it's
And
not
you can
gonna be
do
hard.
that from your phone and map it out ahead of time. That's what I do.
I just don't know.
on
The
my
other thing
flight.
is Alaska, for instance, they don't put their gate numbers on the tickets right now, so I can't look till the minute I got off that plane, or if I do right before. I'm
Do
not
it
gonna
on
have
the
much time.
Alaska app, man. It puts it on there.
It does?
Yeah, it should.
Yes.
Ethan, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish what you.
No, go ahead.
He was just having a
Okay.
revelation with the app.
You just said you updated to 4. Right?
Yes, I did upgrade to 4.3.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is, do you have to uninstall 4.2 and then download 4.3 all over again, 8 hours, and then reinstall it?
No.
No. I
Just the client and the content.
Yeah, it's just literally. Yeah, that's all you have to do. You'll just. I think they might have a thing for you. Matt might explain it better than me on the website.
Matt Davis made a
I'm
really
trying
good video.
to try to
If
read
you
everything,
Google
and
it.
I must be stupid because I can't figure it out.
Matt Davis made a really good video on it. If you just Google it, it's super simple to follow.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. Okay, you guys
Yeah.
have a good night.
If you want
Of
me to,
course.
real quickly, I'll tell you before you leave. If you just
Okay,
go
go
into your
ahead.
P3, if you go with your PD3, P3, oh my God, P3D, root folder, right? You know how you can always install the. Let's see, let me find it so I can explain it better. Or actually, no, just so download P3D from their website, right? Put your information, download from their website, and then all you have to do is install the, like there's those libraries. You can install client, content, and scenery. Just do that directly from the installer, and it will just install that into your 4.2, and it will update it. So you won't have to install the whole game, everything up again. It just does it for you.
So all I have to do is stand by.
It's only client and content for 4.3. They don't update the scenery this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are cones?
Just download
Ran over
the installer again, pretty much.
Okay, so that's for the client, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Just
can
download
download
the client and the content.
Yeah, just the client and the content.
Okay, then, and you just have to install it. You don't have to take the 4.2 out, or
Correct.
the 4.3 out.
You have to uninstall the client and content first, and then reinstall it with the new one.
Oh, you're right, you do. So you go into your add remove programs, Chris, and there'll be 3 separate instances of P3D, one that says client, one that says content, and one that says scenery. Just uninstall the client and the content, and then install the new client and content you downloaded.
You shouldn't have to do like that.
No,
I will just download the installer.
No, I remember
off
having
of
to
their
do that.
website again.
I remember I had to do that when I upgraded to 4.2.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I upgraded to 4.3, and it worked fine.
Well, if I have some problems, would you mind if I give you a mic?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you for putting up with it. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
You too, man.
You too.
It's been great.
Stay cool down there.
I'll see you hopefully Friday. Good night.
All right,
yeah.
hopefully, man.
Well, we'll
Stay
get
cool.
raid.
Now make sure to stop on by if I get a little break in my controlling. I'll stop on by and say hi.
Alright, sounds good.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about
it's
becoming
cooled
a
off
controller
down
of
here,
that
so
soon.
it's probably in the 90s.
It's a blast, man.
Oh, I wish it was in the 90s here.
It's
Yeah,
it was
like the
101
high that we
and-
had. Oh,
90s are terrible.
90s are terrible until you're into 110s. Then 90s are nice.
But
And
you
we got
gotta
a cold
remember where
front
I'm
this
from.
weekend, so we should get a lot of rain.
101.
All we got is a smoke front.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
All right, see you.
Good night.
Thing is, Minnesota will get 90s, but we'll have like 75-80% humidity on top of it.
Yeah, that's disgusting. We don't get that kind of humidity, so 90 is okay.
That's why we're moving to Phoenix.
I've never seen the humidity of under 50% in the summer.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
I love it, Parth. I have to go to Oshkosh. Oh, darn.
The only thing that I will say I've never experienced before is I've actually never been to the snow.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've lived in California my whole life.
Well, I live in California.
California gets snow?
We get snow,
yeah, but
just in the mountains.
I mean, actually, technically, I guess I should say I've been to snow, but not much. I went to Palm Springs, and you go up on the mountain right there. They have snow on it. But it's not really like...
That little gondola thing you can take up there?
Yeah, it's not really snow. There's not much of it either.
It's not really snow. It's not real snow.
It's, some guy up there is dumping it with a
yellow snow.
Yellow snow. Always eat the yellow snow.
That's right. I think you're not supposed to eat the yellow snow, but yeah, okay.
I do.
Okay, we'll just let you do that.
Yeah. Let me be. Just leave me be. Alright, we're starting to set into San Francisco. Finally. I feel bad for all these passengers. I've been sitting in this plane for 4.5 hours and not seeing anything but ocean.
Squirrel, did you make it to Socorro yet?
I'm just turning off the exit right now.
Alright, I'm coming up behind you here.
The exit's kind of a tight turn. I didn't hit anything this time, but just letting you know.
Well, I'm bobtailing, so I have a lot more agility than I did.
Agility. I like the way you put that.
That's
right. Hey, I've never discovered Socorro before.
Oh. I don't think I've discovered it in the MP version. I've discovered it in the other one. Let me see here. Where are we in the... Oh, we're close.
I need to make an MP account. I haven't done it yet, though.
Yeah, I keep them separate because it got too much of a problem with the...
I'm just gonna quick load back to where I was before we did this.
I will say a few things. After I went to Hawaii, I feel bad for all the passengers that just sit and see the ocean because I remember being in the window view and looking out like 3 hours later into the flight, 3 hours into the flight. So where's the land? And I look just water forever.
Wait until you cross the Pacific.
It's upset.
Well, that was cross the Pacific. That's the...
No, I meant completely.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's...
But also, I will say, if anybody watching Moose's stream, do not take United. It was the most cramped flight ever for 5 hours. It was actually 6 hours to Hawaii.
I took United when we went to Hawaii. It was actually quite nice. Of course, we got the bulkhead, so...
It wasn't that bad, though. I mean, we took a 7.3.
It just depends. I mean, it ultimately depends on... No,
we took a 7.3... Dude, we took a 737-700.
Oh, that's why. That's right. Because now they're flying the 7.3s over there. When we went to Hawaii, it was 7.6.
Well, I mean, on the way back, we flew Hawaiian in the 7.6. It was the most comfortable thing ever, because there's always room. Yeah. On a 7.6.
Well, and that's the thing is on the way to Hawaii, the flight was booked. On the way back from Hawaii, it was a United 757, and we're going, oh, it's going to be so cramped. There were like 20 people on that plane, and the flight attendant comes on and goes, okay, and this is everybody, so sit wherever you want. And we're like, oh, sweet, we got our own rows to ourselves.
Some guy just starts jumping on the seats, jumping over the seats, and...
Exactly.
7.5s. If you ever become a controller, you will learn to hate 7.5s.
Why?
Because they require more wake turbulence separation than heavies do. And it's like, why? I don't understand.
No, they require.
I like 7.5s.
No, they require the same wake turbulence as a heavy. That's their heavy classified aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't think they are because of the weight, but it's the wing profile that classifies them as a heavy.
They're still but they're still narrow bodies.
I know. Yeah, they are. But again, heavy has nothing to do with weight. It has everything to do with wake turbulence.
Exactly.
Well, 7.3 still creates wake turbulence.
Not enough.
Yeah, everything.
Every aircraft creates, a Cessna creates wake turbulence, just not enough to do anything.
Well, You can fly in your own wake when you're doing a Cessna. That's pretty fun to do.
You can what?
Fly into your own wake.
Oh.
Because it like stays there long enough.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'd like to do is I'd like to take off behind a 7.4 and a 7.3. It'd be a fun experience.
You wanna flip over?
I don't think you would.
You know,
we have to.
If you take off into its, if you cross its wake turbulence right, it'll do some serious damage.
I've seen planes flip over because I haven't given them proper wake turbulence on that zone.
Yeah, I mean, even in real life, that's why they have the separation. It's 747 and an A380's wake turbulence is impressive. It is not to be trifled with.
Let's see, what way do I have to be facing on this?
Alright, Squirrel, where are you? Oh, I see you there.
I'm trying to work my way over to a parking spot.
Gotcha.
I don't think a 777 could be anything like that.
Oh yeah.
777 and 74 are pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a similar wake turbulence. They're just it's just the amount of yeah, David, how fast can you land? It's the amount of because the wings are so large that there's so much air flowing over them at the angles that it just puts out such a huge distortion.
Yeah.
All right. Squirrel's trying to park his digger and doesn't look like it's going well. That's okay, homie. We're shutting down now because we've been driving for a while, but thanks for coming along for a little while.
Yeah, of course. I'm just gonna shut her down right here, like, call it quits.
Alright.
I mean, I've seen simultaneous 787s take off before.
Yeah, but they're both heavies.
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll still give a 3-minute wake turbulence.
They'll give them some, but it's again, they're not going to be as susceptible because they're just as big. So it's like flying in your own wake. Your airplane can deal with it your own wake for the most part because you're the one creating it. It's a sizable thing. It's when a smaller aircraft goes into a larger aircraft's wake that's when there's problems, because now
let me show you something.
You're creating air properties over the wings that is akin to severe turbulence and can actually flip aircraft. So.
Let me show you a chart here that we give out to my students. I give out to my students here at
How long is usually the training process to become a controller? Is it hard?
It's not hard if you want to do it.
Yeah,
that's how I describe it.
It's fun. I'm a ground controller at LA. In fact, I need to get in San Diego right now, but LA's TradeCon. I need to get my certification to do large ground to LAX and Las Vegas, which I know how to do. I just need to have a chance to sit down and do the training for it. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's not hard if you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of study, and it's not like it's study where you have to memorize. You always have access to all the charts and information. It's just you have to be able to. It's more about knowing how to find information and recall it than as opposed to just going, well, I don't know the answer to that, and I can't figure out how to find it. So if you're gonna be like that, then yeah. But I did the Live Up LA one where a bunch of us met at a cafe down in Santa Barbara and controlled together. That was so much fun, just hanging out with other guys doing it, and we're joking about the airplanes we're controlling. It was a lot of fun, and it's fun doing controlling, and especially for a busy event anyway. But
a far drive for you too, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I mean it was a good 4 hours. It gave us an excuse to go down to LA and watch airplanes and hang out with AV geeks, and it was the weekend after Flight Sim Expo, so I did a lot of driving those 2 weeks. I drove to Vegas and back, and then down to LA and back.
Oh, great! I have to contact the Oakland Center. Perfect.
All right, well I'm gonna shut down.
Look at that print screen right there.
Print screen? Are you saying it to him on TeamSpeak or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna contact the Oakland Center.
I'm curious what to do. Oh, I don't even see what. Wait, what did you send? I just see Flying Squirrel. Kenneth, is that your name?
Yeah.
Got it. That's a cool last name. Fenstermaker?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's awesome, man.
I hate my last name.
What's your last name?
Mayo.
Oh, Mayo, that's right. Duh. Fenstermaker. That's awesome. Fenstermaker. You can have some fun being all German and whatnot and getting all uppity. It's like if you guys ever watched the show Scrubs, that was on a number of years ago. One of the guys that Elliot Reed ends up dating is Keith, and his last name is Dudemeister. The Dudemeister. So.
Yeah, Mike, I'll give you a little S2 lesson right here. This little card is like basically your cheat sheet for wake turbulence.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's where you posted it. Okay, I thought you were posting it.
And nautical miles.
Copy link, open link. What we got here? Let's share it with everybody. Wake turbulence definition. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. There you go, guys. Little that's cool. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heavy A380 or super, but yeah, A3. I think this is the only thing in the category at the moment. I guess probably the. I wonder if the 225 Antonov would qualify as a super. I would think. Not that it hardly ever flies, but you know.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll be doing this again, Homie Live. I don't know when. If we do it again, it'll be a Wednesday at this point, because Wednesdays are my non-flying days. I mean, sometimes I fly on Wednesdays too, but Friday and Saturdays are always flying. So Wednesdays, and then eventually back to Thursdays. We're in Wednesdays right now because over the summer I teach a financial peace class on Thursday nights, and so I can't stream obviously while I'm doing that. So I switch it. And then in the winter time I have choir on Wednesdays, and I'm free on Thursdays, so it switches back. So anyway, but we'll deal with that later and whatever. Thanks for coming along with me, guys. I really enjoyed having you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. I would appreciate it. And once I figure out how to finish the affiliate process with Twitch, that'll be all up and running. Right now, it's not letting me do the two-factor authentication. It just takes me up to the homepage. I don't know what's up with that. So when I can figure that out, then I can get affiliate status. So anywho.
Mute myself real quickly.
We'll see you guys hopefully Friday. We're going to be streaming for Friday Night Ops. It's out of Memphis, so we'll either be flying into or out of Memphis. I usually like to fly into them, but maybe this time we'll do an out of, because last time we tried to fly into, we ended up holding for 45 minutes. And with the nice warning I got from Flying Squirrel that they're getting help from DFW to make sure they're staffed appropriately, that might be a good idea. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what we do.
Yeah.
But and then Saturday, I believe we will be back to World Tour, which means out of Kuala Lumpur. I don't know. I'll look between now and Friday and decide where we're going. And then at some point here, in fact, while I've got you guys here, before we leave, let me look at something here real quick, because I need to look at the JAG schedule and see when I need to pull the aircraft out of storage at Victorville, because we'll do that online too, but I need to make sure we do that at the right time. Teams, give me my Jags. Jaguars, because our first game's a home game anyway, so we have a little bit of time, I think. So let me just double check that though. Schedule. Yeah, first game is the 9th of August, and that's a home game. So the first away game is the 18th, which means, let's see, if we pull, so we should probably plan to bring, at the latest, we should probably plan to bring the aircraft out of Victorville around the 10th, 11th, somewhere in there. So that'll be the plan. So yeah, we won't go quite yet. So yeah, we'll be flying World Tour this Saturday for sure then. So all right, guys.
Out of where?
Out of Kuala Lumpur. I'm not sure where we're going. Probably somewhere toward Australia-ish, would be my guess.
Well, I'll be there.
So awesome, man. Look forward to having you. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the week. We'll see you Friday for Friday Night Ops in Memphis. Until then, keep the blue side up, the brown side down, wheels out, you know, all that crap. It's an altimeter, or it's a PFD. It's a, what do you call it thing? Artificial Horizon. I can't talk. I'm done. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, Moose.
See you on the scopes.